mine are now significantly worse.
Yeah. Classic. All right.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm absolutely ready. Let's do it.
All right. Hey, welcome back to Digs on Twitch. Back today with something a little bit different. Legacy Ant with co-host Jesse. Jesse, how are you going?
Good morning. I'm very, very well. I woke up ready to rock this morning. I thought my mind's in the right place. Let's do this.
Nice. I'm just going to quickly see why this closed. I just don't have your feed. There we go. Nice. Hey. There you are. Nice. Yeah. How did you get into Magic? How did you get into Legacy? And how did you get into Ant?
So I've been playing Magic since I was 6, in as much as I was collecting it. I think really around sort of Onslaught time, I remember cracking packs, and I remember looking at the artwork and thinking, what is this game? I mean, this is just the most incredible thing in the world. I used to go down to a card store, and I was, well, I would have been quite young to let me work there, and obviously for free. The first task they gave me was to sort commons, and I dropped the entire box on the floor. Those big old white boxes, and like 1,000 cards hit the floor. And I was obsessed with it, and I think I took a big break from it. I guess the first real deck I played was what used to be called Fish, sort of stand still, Curiosity, Days Force, Eighth File, that sort of you don't get to do anything deck.
Yeah,
and then I came back to Melbourne, moved in with a guy who took me down to Legacy, and I remember Mark Webb, who you might know, killing me with Storm, and the second he did that, I was like, that is my deck, and I never want to play anything else, and that was it. And here we are now.
Very cool. Yeah, Melbourne's got a really good Eternal scene.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's really, really back as well. It's everyone's getting back into it, and Maze down in Fitzroy is and it's such a great format. I mean, it's a format that's played on the stack, and it's fighting on the stack interactions. I think what Magic, in a lot of ways, for me, is all about.
Yeah, that's probably the opposite of me. I like fighting on the battlefield with creatures. The stack is something that I don't take really into consideration for most of my games. But
I mean, I guess you do with Knight.
Yeah, that's fair. In response, yeah, I do have a few of those.
Yeah.
So we're playing Ant today, which of course is a combo deck within Legacy.
Yeah.
What is some of the iterations here that you've made that you might not see in other decks, or say some medicals that you've made in this 75?
Okay, so I hate Wishclaw Talisman. I hate it. It is a necessary evil. Past in Flames is now weaker. Past in Flames is worse thanks to Force of Negation, which means Dark Petition gets worse. Dark Petition, obviously castable twice with Past in Flames. So because of that, we play Wishclaw, and Wishclaw also allows you to do some other things. You can now, in my opinion, the way to play the deck is to just slow everything down. So you can go, turn 2, I'm going to play Wishclaw Talisman. If you answer it with a counterspell, great. If you don't, I have a Wishclaw Talisman. You can play at turn 1, Ritual, Duress, Wishclaw Talisman. So the other thing that people forget is that when you crack your LEDs, let's say you have Infernal Tutor and Wishclaw Talisman board, crack the LEDs, a lot of Ant players forget. They think that the Wishclaw Talisman suddenly dies. It's like, no, you now have the Infernal Tutor you've cast, the mana from the LED, and then you can Wishclaw Talisman. And that really opens you up to doing some nasty, nasty stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Chad actually had a good question on why doesn't Ant experiment on the same level that Test does?
It does, but Tez is interesting. I mean, in as much as you're sort of on a different plan. Tez, the experimentation is being done by Brian Cook, it's really his deck. And I guess the experimentation is because he puts so much work into it. And shout out to to Brian every time. Ant is sort of faithful, where you're always just looking to make sort of micro adjustments. And changing one, the difference is with Tez, you change lots of cards and the deck functions differently. With Ant, you change one card and the entire deck is different. Even down to the fact that we've got the empty main. Really unpopular. Really, really unpopular. A lot of people hate it. But now that we are we're looking to grind out a little more, and also we're having another Storm card is great. Fighting Meddling Mage is great. You don't just suddenly lose game 1 to Force of Negation, and you don't lose to Meddling Mage. And it's great against Delver. Winning against Delver game 1 gives us 2 more opportunities to do it again.
Nice. It's interesting to say what you said about Wishclaw and how you're pretty happy with people countering it, because it's a little bit like Green Suns, where if I'm in a matchup where Gaddock Teeg's really good, if my opponent counters Green Suns for 2, it's nice because although that did represent Gaddock Teeg is still in the deck. And it's a little bit like Wishclaw could be getting something like an N piece or maybe a Veil. And if they counter the Wishclaw, that's fine because these pieces are still in the deck, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, absolutely. The 2 Veils main, it's really important, the layering of them. I've had this discussion with people where people will say, I'll just cast the Veil first. I'm like, no, it's always the last counterspell you want to cast because it's the most important one. It's the one that if you fire it off first, it gets countered. You're like, well, but if you cast it last, at the end of how the stack is layered, they are in trouble. And Veil is great because the second Veil is great with Empty the Warrens, because it's sort of, it's a free card where they're putting you on that Infernal Shooter hand. You're firing off a Duress. You fire something off like a Veil. They're putting you on. They've got the counterspell ready for the Infernal Shooter, and then you up the Storm count. And you hit the empty, and boy, ooh, does it feel good baiting them into upping Storm count for you. Since we've actually cut the 3rd Duress for the Veil main. It's more reactive. It opens us up to playing a little slower, playing out our Lotus Petals to play, around their discard spells. Discard being, more popular at the moment, with Doomsday being what it is. We can value draw off their brainstorms and things. If we know we have cards that we've loaded with Ponder, we can get further into our draw. Lots of fun stuff we can do.
Nice. Yeah, Veil, I obviously saw as a powerful card, but I didn't really understand it until I was playing 4-color Loam against Bryant on Tess, and I played Chalice for 0 pass because I wanted something to do turn 1 instead of holding it for like a Chalice for 1 on turn 2. Sure. And he went Veil, and I was like, oh, he must be trying to like just draw into something. I was like, no, he can't draw into something because he didn't cast anything. And then just started casting out his Lotus Petals and LEDs, and of course it makes them uncounterable, which I just never even thought of. And I was like, oh god, this is gonna
And the other thing that you can do is you can protect against Wasteland, right? Like, it's because your lands get hexproof as well.
Interesting.
Yeah. As far as I know, that's correct. If I'm wrong there, chat, please yell at me.
Maybe. Just because it says you and permanents you control gain hexproof from blue and black till end of turn.
Blue and black, yes.
So,
it is. Sorry,
if you're playing against Steven and he's playing Sinkhole, yes.
Sinkhole, yes. Sinkhole, yes. Sorry,
there we go. Nice.
The rest of the list is pretty standard. We've got some people are playing 2 islands. We actually had a discussion earlier about possibly going down a preordain, bringing in another island if we're expecting to see a lot of wasteland decks. But really, if you're playing smart and you're waiting for them to fetch, waiting for them to cast their Delvers, waiting for Brainstorm, then fetching in response to play around Stifle, or even using your wastelands to bait out the Stifle, something else that we will be doing. That means that you can afford to run just the 2 basics.
Yeah, cool. With this deck, what don't you want to run into?
I mean, I can't really think of a deck that we don't have game against. I mean, sure, okay. Let's say that we play against a Chalice deck. They chalice on one. We still have game. It's not fun, you know. If we get chalice to Blood Moon or Trinisphere, it certainly makes things more difficult. We're going to be fighting against Delver, but it's quite, you know, Stifle, Force negation, bolts, you know, bolt turning off ad nauseam a lot of the time, or meaning that it's, you know, not as efficient. Blue red Delver, Delver in general. That's really sort of it. I mean, Hogak, I think, slightly favored against. Doomsday, you know, ostensibly goes faster, but you know, Veil is also sort of medium against them. Really, the big fight will be Delver. Our concentrating time will be Delver.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Nice. Are you keen to get into a league?
Absolutely. Let's do this.
Awesome. Okay. Hey, Panda.
Really hype.
Congratulations on your finish yesterday. Apologies, Jesse. We had a Legacy tournament yesterday in Brisbane, which is very cool.
Oh, beautiful.
And I believe Ravenous Panda took it out with a Lurin.
Very, very nice.
Yeah. Which is pretty sweet. Playing Adnors, playing this. Yes. Switch it up to in-game. I do just want to get your video back because I've lost it somehow.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Maybe you might need to just re-window capture.
Yeah, that's fine. I got you down there, so...
And we can see my stupid little face.
It's the best bit. Alright, here we go. Window capture...
Guys, thanks very much for tuning in, and also thanks to...
No, you're welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your stream.
Well, I was working and training as 2.5 years. I was on Discord with the boys one day, and someone had... I was yelling at at Dark Souls, and they're like, "Have you ever considered streaming?" I was like, "Oh, yeah. COVID happened, and I thought, if not now, then never. You know, if I don't do it now, when do I do it?" So we started FeedBeed. It was a concept that was initially the idea, because I will eat the food off a dying man's plate, where people would order in, and I would eat food, and we'd have discussions, and also do some cooking. And it is still that. It is primarily a cooking stream. I cook the flavors of Rome, teaching people how to enjoy cooking simple food. You're going to be a home chef. You really only need 10 recipes, and then we play Magic, and Smash. That's
awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I really do. Oof.
All right. So,
are we on the play or draw?
we get to. I believe we're on the draw.
I think we can get this.
Yeah, it's pretty nice because we have both Ponder and Preordain to dig for, I guess, what we need. Obviously, the Talisman could be an endgame spell, like the payoff. We have LED, which is kind of one half of the combo in a way. Mm-hmm. But having the island to work off as the one land is really nice when you have so many cantrips to actually build out your mana base, which is pretty nice.
We also have the Brainstorm and Preordain option of loading something on top of our deck and then casting it that way.
Yeah, very true.
So there is an argument for... the question is, do we Ponder or That discussion is a real...
Dried up a pass.
I would... Elves?
Yeah, it could definitely be elves. Could be something like Maverick or Hogak. I don't think it would be Hogak, but probably either elves or Maverick.
I think I'm probably a fan of pondering here since we have two. Unless, how do you feel about I
like that a lot.
Okay. LED Thought Seeds, Underground Sea. I mean, the UC is useful. Actually, to be honest, there's an argument for putting Thoughtseize on the bottom, LED, then Underground Sea.
Yeah, so we draw the C and then LED next turn.
Yeah, and then we can load Wishclaw on top of our deck and like double LED or something cool like that.
Yeah, nice. So that means we would draw the Thoughtseize in 2 turns, unless we ponder into it or pre-order into it. Just because if we do think they're on Maverick, then something like a Green Suns would be great to take from the hand before they can get it out.
Yeah, if we want to play a little soul, we can definitely do that as well. Thoughtseize next turn, leave the Lion's Eye until then.
Nice. So LED, Underground Sea, Thoughtseize on top.
I would say we want to draw the
Underground Sea.
Yeah.
Can you undo?
No.
Cool.
That's all right. It just means the order doesn't really matter unless we're worried about discard. I think we're probably fine.
Yeah, I think the only other consideration was maybe going for playing the LED to play around Thalia.
Yeah.
NicFit.
Huh.
Interesting.
Okay. Incoming Cabal therapies. The time to act will be now.
Yeah, so I guess maybe we want to be looking for a green source for this Veil.
Well, my question is this. If we work out the mana, let's say we were to cast the Underground Sea, we brainstorm, we have the other LED.
Mm-hmm.
How much mana would we need? So we would have 6 mana with 2 LEDs. And if we wanted to get Adnors, we would need 5. It is with Wishclaw, it's
6.
2 to cast, 1 to activate. So we need a little more time. I guess what we could do. How do you?
The tough thing with the Veteran Exploring play as well is that Thoughtseizing a Cabal Therapy definitely doesn't seem that great either.
No, it's not. I think we're probably looking now to hit. We probably want to try and hit a Veil, unless we want to empty. But I mean, how good is empty for?
Yeah, the only consideration for not emptying is a card like Pernicious Deed, which sometimes seeds play in NicFit.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, emptying here is. How much fun would it be? We've got 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, we. No. I think we could consider holding up Brainstorm to play around the Cabal Therapy. And maybe Thoughtseizing now and take a threat or take.
Yeah, I like that.
I think holding up Brainstorm could be a play and Thoughtseizing.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool.
All right, what have we got? Okay, so Zenith I think is an option.
Yep.
Liliana, how much do we care about Lily? He'd have to now draw the land.
Yeah, so they have to draw the land. I assume the Lily would tick up. They wouldn't tick down to sack their own veteran.
No, it will be discarding, but I don't think that's necessarily the end of the world. I think Green Suns is more scary because they do sometimes play there's a what is the game one card that literally locks us out from playing?
Collective?
No, not
Gaddock
Oof.
Teeg.
There's another card. Gaddock, thank you, Gaddock Teeg.
Gaddock Teeg.
Teeg would just be awful.
Especially seeing the Lingering Souls makes me think they are in a white splash, and usually for a green deck that wants to play in an unfair format like Legacy, we'll be playing at least a Gaddock Teeg somewhere.
I reckon we hit that Zenith if you're comfortable with it.
Yeah, cool.
Fantastic. This is great. We now have Brainstorm held up to fight against Cabal Therapy, and I think we're playing smart.
Nice. No thought to playing out the LED, just passing back.
I think we're probably looking to add Nauseam, aren't we? Like, I mean, how good is Empty? I don't think Empty is good enough to fight them, so I think we do play out the LED. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, cool. Oh, okay.
Oh,
nice. Well, we know for next turn.
Yeah, that's
the
fine.
white source.
So... I have banned myself from pressing 6.
Nice. The basic here are pretty awkward because they can't even cast a Lily, which is nice for us.
No, we've done well. Do you want to brainstorm in a turn?
Yeah, so we know the LED's on top, and then we don't know about the other cards, so... Put graveyards here.
Because then we have a blue source, but I think we should be able to add some. So let's brainstorm. We have to be really careful with how we do this. Oh, okay. Baby.
Nice.
Oh dear. Okay. He doesn't have any available, so we are not going to be needing Thoughtseize.
Yep.
The question is, so do we want to load a card on top of our deck and cast it that way? We could. We keep Polluted Delta. We chuck back, let's say, Veil.
I think it's probably between these three.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, if we keep a card, one card down, it will be on top. So then we can activate it with a cantrip. So,
yeah.
So let's say that we've got Infernal Tutor. We could go cast Preordain, crack LEDs. That would give us 7 mana, and then we could go off with Infernal Tutor that way. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's more mana efficient. Otherwise, we just go 6. Yeah, we have more mana that way.
Yeah. So you're definitely thinking Adnors?
Yeah, I think so. I think from 17 we're pretty hot.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
And that way we're casting it basically for 1 mana as opposed to 2, which is very cool.
Yeah. So I guess we're untapping. We're playing the 2 LEDs out.
Yep.
We are casting Tutor and cracking both.
Yeah, and we want to make sure. So we want to make sure that the LED is the second card down because we're going to draw something. And what we want to put back on top, I guess, is anything that we. So really, I guess it's just one of the cantrips, or I mean, maybe the Wish Core we put back because we actually might want to draw it as opposed to binning it.
Okay.
I guess we can't though, can we? I reckon we maybe put it's irrelevant something then Infernal Tutor.
Okay, so maybe Preordain, then Infernal Tutor, and then draw Infernal Tutor.
Yep.
Cool.
Love it.
Nice.
Love it, love it, love it. Oh, this is exciting. So we play out Delta.
Mm-hmm.
LED.
Yep.
He is getting scared. We've not drawn. Wait, why have we not drawn?
Preordain's on top.
We need a Preordain. We need an Infernal Shooter to be loaded on top. Still fine. We can just cast it. I guess we have 6, 7. Yeah, it still works. We can just go. We can just cast it here. We can just cast Double Crack Black and then leave the Polluted Delta to fetch what we need.
Yeah, cool, nice.
Yep.
So it's holding control, right? I don't think I've held
Yes, yeah, this is the exciting. So you hold control the entire...
Yeah, okay.
And then we crack.
Just black and black?
Yep. The only reason I thought to do it the other way with loading it is just that it saves some mana, but we're still pretty good here. Our chances to hit, I think, are probably about 58%. I guess Tutor is cheap by 1. Yeah, that's the reason to do it that way. And a mana in
a mana in the pill's really nice.
Yeah, definitely. I do wish to repeat this, yes. Big draws.
Nice.
Oh, baby.
So definitely looking for a ritual as well.
Yeah.
Another cheap pretty good.
But we've pretty much got the kill.
I mean, there's...
we now actually, yeah, so we've got it. We can go, hold on, pedal. We've got 1 in the pool, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Infernal Shooter. I think we can do it by being sneaky. So let's say that we fetch a land.
Mm-hmm.
We brainstorm the Infernal Tutor on top of the deck. We cast Petal, hold priority. Sorry, cast Petal. Do we have enough mana then? So it would be 1 with the Brainstorm, and we have access to 2 6 mana. So we would Brainstorm, loading Infernal Tutor on top. We would cast Petal, Lion's Eye Diamond. We would Petal, cast Preordain, hold priority, crack, and then cast the... So we put the Tendrils on top of our deck. We can do it that way.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
I think that's pretty cool. So we need to fetch now.
Yep. Doesn't matter what we get. Really just a drop.
Whatever our hearts desire.
All right.
Oh, do we need UC? Please tell me we don't need. No, we're good.
Yeah.
So now we can Petal. Oh yeah, or whatever. So we're gonna have access to how much mana? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we cast Brainstorm.
Finding a ritual would be nice, but we don't.
Yeah.
Just put back. We want to put back the tendrils and the.
So we want the tendrils on top. Yeah.
Tendrils second from the top.
So tendrils has to be the top one, so we have to click it last. So we have to unclick it, and then we click. So like, let's say, what order is that in?
Yeah, and now we can go preordain, hold priority, crack LED for black.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need Petal for black. Do we have an extra mana here for a Thought Seize? Do we need it? There's no. We already know sound.
Yeah. So we can go.
Good.
Crack this for blue.
Yep.
Preordain, hold priority, crack this for black.
Oh no, we're good. Yep, perfect.
Yep. And now we know about these two.
And then we take the put on the bottom, get the tendrils. Oh, that was so cool. That's so satisfying, Dukes.
This feels dirty.
Oh.
A little bit slow. This is my first time. Actually, it's not. I do have ant in paper, but it is quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, also that's it's a hell of a line. Why not stack Wishclaw Tutor on top than Ad Nauseam, floating 2 mana? Ad Nauseam is basically a win, but keeping an additional Wishclaw in the deck must improve the hit chances. Yeah, that's why.
Hey,
to keep that, I think we actually might have said that about the Wishclaw. Yeah, putting it back in the deck is really good. So we're against a fair deck.
I assume against the fair deck, it's mainly trimming.
Yeah. So I think Jares's. So he's on the play.
Yep.
How much do we care about Cabal Therapy?
It's probably one of their main cards to interact with us. I'm trying to think when I played NicFit, what I played in the board.
Sure. We're expecting to see some amount of Oofy.
Yeah, Collector Oof is a good one.
Yeah.
Maybe ley lines, maybe Thoughtseize in the and also veils off them.
Sure.
But yeah, I would say hand disruption is the main thing to be concerned about.
Yeah. As they are on the play, there's probably an argument for going down some number of Duresses and Thoughtseizes. So Thoughtseizes will hit the other targets. I think we could consider going down the 2 Duresses and keeping. We could possibly go up a Veil. The only thing is, it's really only hitting. It's really only hitting. I don't think there are enough discard targets. I think we could go down to 1 Veil, lose 2 Duresses.
Yep.
We're going to be more reactive. If you're happy with that, and then I think we can do either chains, echoings, or abrupt decays. Some amount of that.
Yeah, we did say the planes. So what do you think about Massacre? Because I assume we're going to see some sort of creatures like Thalia or Gaddock Teeg or Collector Oof, especially with the white splash.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
The thing is, I guess it's because it's splash. They may play around it, but still, I mean, they need to use it to cast cards, so make them have it.
Yeah. Do you like a mix of removal and bounce?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think the bounce is great because we can interact with ourselves, and It's also a 1 cost.
Yeah.
And mixing it up, we could go. Yeah, I like this.
These 5 for these 5.
Love it.
Cool. Nice.
God, you're very soothing to play with, I must say. No, it's nice. Seriously, I just have a nice, calm demeanor.
Nice.
I get a little overexcited. I'm sorry, stream.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds capable for sure.
Pretty interesting, yeah. A lot of mana, which is really nice. So like,
Yeah,
finding Adnors would be perfect, but
I think there was actually consideration for us cutting a Cabal Ritual there, as he will be bringing in a lot of graveyard hate. So going down 1 is certainly an option against Skoos and ley lines and trala. But I mean, it's also still just +1 mana. If not, Dark Writ is +2. So Wishclaw. Ooh, do we just jam? Do we just turn 1 jam a Wishclaw and leave it there?
I wish I was better with my my knowledge of like, you know, rituals being +2. So we obviously have 3 mana, 5 mana, 3 mana,
It's
6 mana.
So it's not so we've got 6 mana is not enough to do anything with it that we care about, but just jamming it out with the ritual I think is strong, because then next turn we may have the option to just simply go off.
Yeah, nice. Using a
And we have
ritual is
decay.
also pretty good against Cabal Therapy.
Yep. Oh yeah, fantastic. Yeah, it's a lot of the time I really enjoy Infernal Tutoring, let's say, for things, creative like the second duress, but against the Cabal Therapy decks, telling your opponent, I now have 2 of this card, is not so fun.
Chat making a good point. This does play around Mindbreak Trap as well, which is nice.
Yep. Yeah, that's a great point, actually. You can decay an Oofy too. Oh, we're hoping to. Dukes and I are hoping to blast that thing into next week.
And I guess we just pass.
Yeah.
It's always really fun, even just goldfishing and just seeing like what lines you can do.
Oh yeah, it's always a deck where there are so many micro improvements and so many ways to really, you're playing with the deck, the graveyard, and your hand, and also your opponent. You're trying to force them to play in ways that they don't want to, or ways that you need to. It's a real rush.
This feels like a Green Suns for 2.
Yeah,
And that's great,
yeah.
because we do have the Abrupt Decay, which is really nice.
And we also have the Wishclaw now in play, which means that we've got our Infernal Tutor ready on the board, so that's 2 less mana to worry about when we go off. Oh, that's a hot draw.
What are your thoughts on either holding up Abrupt Decay or Brainstorm just for the turn?
Yeah, my head's in the same place. I'm thinking we play out the Misty. That way we can respond to we can respond to Wasteland if it happens. We use the mana efficiently. We're not just straight up dead to Oofy. So is it worth trying to go off here? Can we generate enough mana? Let's say that we ritualed. We Wishclawed. We went down to 2 mana.
We do need to kill the Oof before we Wishclaw.
Yeah.
One nice thing about waiting as well is that it puts us in a better situation to actually hit Threshold for Cabal, because the Misty, the Wishclaw, the Ritual, the Decay is 4, so then we're just 1 card off Threshold.
Yeah. Yep, I absolutely agree with you. I think we're looking to just like EOT Oofy and then go off. EOT Adnors works too, can decay the Oofy next turn. Yeah, I think we won't need to, but I also really like those instant speed and ad nauseums in their end of turn. Yeah, we're holding up Brainstorm. We've got Abrupt Decay. This is fantastic.
Yeah, thankfully no black mana from them. One card I have seen in NicFit is Opposition Agent, which would be quite good. Teeg's pretty annoying, so there's some thought to responding to this.
I mean, Abrupt Decaying in response?
Or even trying to Adnors.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, look, what it can do is, worst case scenario, we sculpt a hand that can deal with Teeg and Oofy. Maybe we're now looking to do that. Our other option is to do we trust Brainstorm enough to draw an answer in the next 3 cards? But really, there's nothing that we want to put back because everything's too valuable. So I think ad nauseam now is the way to go. I like that a lot.
Okay. Would you Brainstorm first?
It's risky because then we simply will not have enough mana.
Oh, of course. Ritual and Cabal is only 4.
Yeah.
3 to 2 to 1.
So it's good. So yeah, Cabal Ritual's +1 at the moment. So I think we would crack the Misty Rainforest to get a black, let's say black green. We want a Bayou or a Trop. Probably a Bayou. And we can add Nors now. Try and sculpt, get the removal, and go from there.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do it. You can't Brainstorm and add Nors. You can grid if you try hard enough. Also, hi Karam, how you doing? Good to see you here. Okay. So they do have a clock as well, which means probably best to do this now. So we probably can't go too far with it. Veil, okay.
There's 1 decay.
The second decay.
Oof.
Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we can go down. We probably don't want to go any further than 8 life, but I think we can get down to 8.
Okay.
IF is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, we could simply stop here and probably be safe.
Okay.
And I think that we're on a reasonable amount of life that we don't just get clocked, and we're playing sensibly. And having the Piff in hand now is really nice.
Yeah, so we take 3, we go to 6, we untap, we probably use this fetch land at some point, which means we're at 5, but we get to decay one of the 2s, which means we only take 3 the next turn going to 2.
Yep.
And then we can untap and kill the other one.
Yep. And if we have to, we can mini Tendrils if things really get out of hand. We also have access to a Brainstorm. I mean, is there a world in which we could generate... let's say that we brainstormed... what would be our out? I mean, if we hit a ritual here, it means we could destroy... okay, let's say ostensibly we hit a writ, we can decay both.
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, if we don't, we can still abrupt decay 1. I think we go for it.
Okay. Would you brainstorm off the underground scene and keep up the green source?
We're going to need 2 green sources.
Yeah. Because we still have another. We
still have a Bayou. It's not going to be possible. So, because
definitely playing this.
The other thing we could do though, is let's say that we Wish Claw for a ritual. We Wish Claw for a Riddy. That's 3, 4, 5. No, it's not worth it. I think we just hold up Brainstorm, / Veil, and Abrupt Decay. Yep, let's go.
Just hold up.
Yeah, we could play out the LED here if we're frightened of Thalia. And Cabal Therapy as well. I mean, I guess we have Veil, but Stormcount will be irrelevant, I imagine.
Yep. Okay. I'm pretty happy. Oh, we have to get a discard, so I guess we just discard the Past in Flames.
Yeah, that's what. Now he has Screws. That's why I think we should have played LED, but that's all right. We can just if we discard Past in Flames, we're weak to Screws, but also.
I think if they have Oof, Teeg, and Ooze, we're in a tough spot.
Does he have a? I thought he had Ooze in hand.
No, that was in game 1. Yep.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yep.
So we want to decay now, I guess.
Yeah. Do you want to brainstorm first to get full information of what we're actually going to be doing next turn?
He hasn't cast anything yet. Are we frightened of a Cabal Therapy, flashback Cabal Therapy in his second phase?
I don't think so.
If not, then I think we can definitely brainstorm.
Yep, and then just, yeah. Doesn't get by
sculpts
you.
nicely as well. Yeah, sure.
Okay, Truth's nice.
Truth is nice.
And a Cabal.
Really, I guess what we could do. I mean, we unfortunately can't load a card on top to protect it because we will be needing to fetch. So we're just putting back things that we simply don't want.
Yep.
I think another land is nice,
Yep.
and I think in terms of I mean, at this point, we can probably just get rid of a
Second Decay?
Yeah.
Because we have the Truth?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the only good thing is, I guess it can't be. Yeah, I mean, getting rid of that is fine. Is fine. We can get rid of that, and probably something like a Ponder. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
And then I assume here we take out the Collector Oof.
Yeah, we want to hit Oofy first. What's the exact wording on Teeg? We can't cast...
Non-creature spells with converted mana costs 4 or greater, or any with X in their name.
So we just simply can't cast Tendrils. What a mean card.
Explorer is fine.
Right.
Alright.
It's good. Yeah, we're safe. Alright, let's just go off. So we need to... I think if my maths is correct, we are going to need to Wishclaw for a ritual, for a dark ritual, or if we use a polluted delta, we can actually Wishclaw for a Kabar ritual because we already have one in the bin, which will give us more mana.
Yep.
Yep. So we can delta crack.
No gut shot, please. Underground Sea.
Yep.
And
We
then,
got UC.
Yep. Use this Wishclaw.
Yep. Wishclaw for the Cabal Writ. We want to Cabal Writ.
Really hope our opponent doesn't have Veil to stop Echoing Truth on the Teeg. But I assume they would have actually just kept the...
Probably why I guess we should have kept the Abrupt Decay.
Decay also gets stopped because it's blue or black spells.
Isn't it uncounterable?
Yes, but
Abrupt
it fizzles it because it gives it hexproof.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. I did not know that interaction. Okay. Look, if he has it, he has it, and we have other outs. Because the thing is, we can still, like, when we Infernal Tutor and we pass plans, we can flash back and then...
Yeah, alright. We got 3 minutes. So does it matter what lands I use?
No. We just need to make sure that we still have blue to cast Echoing Truth.
Yeah, so Cabal, Lion's Eye, Echoing Truth.
E-Truth, yep.
Might as well use this now.
Yep. If he has it, he has it. I mean, that's just... Entropy is a hell of a thing.
Nice.
Oh, we're good.
Cast
Very
ID.
nice, Dukes. Oh, IF Piff. Oh, no, we don't even need to IF for Piff because we've got Piff in the graveyard.
Yeah. We can just crack this for red.
Yep.
There's no need to do anything.
I guess, like, if we want to just cast the tutor first, crack red, but otherwise, yeah.
Yep. What do you want to get with Infernal Tutor?
If we're really scared, we could actually just get a Duresia because we still have enough mana.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Be like,
oh, we
just be
don't.
super-
We took them out. That's okay.
Damn you, Thoughtseize.
Just a ritual.
Yeah, sure. And then we flash back. Although, yeah, we're good. Flashback rituals. And do the dance. Dukes, maybe you're an unfair player. Maybe this is
This is really fun.
It's good, isn't it? It really is fun. And I
Uh,
have to say, it's such a joy to. We need to. We need to what you call it, Infernal Tutor, and then we are going to hit. Or just IF for what do you call it? For Tendrils,
nice.
and if he has it, taking out Duress, Yaki. Oh well, I mean, it was the right call because we're on the draw. Where I didn't think we'd be going down to such low life.
Look at that.
Hey,
Look at that. We're on the board.
game one.
Nice. Nice.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely tougher having obviously two people with a combo deck and then chat also with some lines. I feel like a lot of these games are going to go to time, but it's also quite nice because we know we have the time here.
Yeah, and look, I think to be honest, for a first time together, I was expecting it to go to time. We will actually speed up a little bit, but also, half the fun. I think it's like Joe Rogan's theory where he talks about how everyone wants to, in their head, wants to be in a fight. They think what they really want is to beat someone up. It's sort of the same with Magic. How a lot of the time you're fighting people that simply want to come down in 10 minutes and thrash their opponent. There's 50 minutes. There is 50 minutes for a reason. It's a difficult game, and especially when you're fighting on the stack. And with Storm, it's not as if there is one correct line. I mean, there are lines that are optimal, but there are a number of good lines.
Exactly.
And having two people slows it down, but for the right reason. But I think as long as we're not going over the clock, we're good.
Yeah. But Jesse, have you tried DMT?
Okay. Some people, real Magic players, can play a plethora of decks. I have a tenuous grasp on this deck. I don't understand how people do it. People say Storm is the hardest deck. No, D&T is infinitely harder.
Oh, I said DMT, which is a Joe Rogan reference.
Oh,
He always asks his.
No, I haven't. But it is funny that that's his straight up answer. It's like, yeah, that's really interesting. But have you tried DMT?
Yeah. I'm just going to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, sure.
If you want to talk to chat.
Do you want to? Are we taking 5 or should I say?
I'll be 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'll stay and talk to chat.
Legend.
Great. Hi, Chad. How are we doing? And that was a successful game one. We got to take many of the line. It was super exciting. Storm is just playing blackjack, except you win on a hit, so 7-1 or more. To me, it reminds me of poker in as much as you know the percentages of, for example, a great poker player will jam aces sweeping generalization, will jam aces roughly every single time. Even if you lose, if you lose 1,000,000 times, 1,000,001 times, you would do so again because the odds are in your favor. And if your opponent has it, We need to, with Storm, detach ourselves from outcomes-based thinking. Oh, well, this happened last time and I lost. Okay. But your reasoning was right, and all you can bank on is reasoning. And it's actually something that I've learned from Storm that I've tried to translate into the way that I think about life in general. Don't attach yourself to outcomes. Try and reason as best as possible. And I think it's really valuable in a way to govern yourself with Storm and life. Casually 20 minutes down on clock 1 anyway. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we did get to load cards and draw them though, which was fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, I was just saying, Dukes, that part of Storm is really getting away from results-based thinking, and like a great poker player, for example, will jam aces almost ostensibly every single time because the odds to hit are plus 50. That is so high that even if they lost 1,000,000 times, 1,000,001 times, they would do it again. And it's the same with Storm, like jamming ad nauseam if you're on the play, even if you're against a force deck, is just the correct play. And if you lose, you lose. But you go to game 2 because you are favored to hit, and attaching yourself to outcomes is not a good way to play the deck.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely agree with that. Ooh.
Oh,
We're definitely keeping
buddy.
this.
Oh, buddy. This is what you want to see on tournament day.
Because, yeah, we can just...
We play out. So the play in my experience is to pedal. Play, so you cast the Polluted Delta first to play around Daze, pedal, brainstorm, then crack the Polluted Delta, and if we have interaction, we go.
Oh, cool. Okay. I think mine
It's
was
really
a bit more all in. Mine was just a land, pedal, LED. No, because we can't. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we can Cabal, and then
So it gives us 6 mana total, which means we could empty with that. But if we do it this way, we're almost guaranteed to hit something that will still allow us to empty
2, 3.
with a fetch up. Is
Four.
Casting pedal Polluted Delta turn 1 is honestly like 8 calling.
Hey, Epic, welcome. Yeah, I was so close. I thought
Epic.
we had 7. I thought we had 5 mana, but we have 4 mana if we go all in on the Cabal and LED.
Yep. And so I think Delta. Yep. Beautiful. This is so exciting, dudes. No, we don't want to crack yet. We want to because we want to shuffle after the brainstorm. Can we undo that?
Of course, we cannot. I wish you could.
Oh, dear.
That's fine. Yeah, I totally read that wrong.
That's all right.
We're still so close.
Well,
It's a bit tougher now.
Look, I think we can still brainstorm. So yeah, the only thing is otherwise we could have what do you call it? Is we could have shuffled. What we can do, I guess, is do we now want to crack for Thoughtseize, or do we want to hold up brainstorm, or do we feel like pondering?
That's an interesting one. So if we get to do nothing this turn, untap, we can Thoughtseize and Ponder in the same turn, which gives us a shuffle. But if we are up against a deck like, like Mono Red Stompy or some sort of Chalice deck, this hand does get hit by Chalice pretty tough.
Yeah, I think there's an argument for even loading cards down and simply brainstorming them away. Or I think Thoughtseizing in the blind is just, it's always strong. Yeah, I think how do we feel about loading a couple of cards down to keep them safe?
Yep. Okay.
Loading something.
Probably these two.
LED yeah. Since we're Thoughtseizing, I think we're safe to keep.
LED.
Probably we can still keep it in hand. We probably want to save the Infernal Tutor, and maybe we put Ponder on top of it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Cracking there for the Thoughtseize.
Yeah. He cancelled.
Okay,
Ooh.
what have we got?
Okay, we got Painter Servant. Interesting.
We would have been safe. So
The first thing is their mana. Their mana is not there.
no, so they have to draw the red source for the Pyroblast. They have 2 brainstorms, but it is also just a turn 1. I mean, they have 2 brainstorms, so is it really worth fighting it at this point, or do we just simply take the Servant?
I'm a big fan of taking the Servant.
I like taking the Servant as well.
Nice.
Great.
Alright. Our graveyard.
Beautiful.
Their hand. Nice.
Nice.
This is going to be an interesting matchup.
Oh, absolutely. I'm excited.
Grindstone. Okay.
You know what? Could we do that?
Maverick does look different these days.
So we know we've got, let's say we... I think casting Ponder here is probably just the play.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then I guess if we hit another discard, That's certainly an option. Otherwise, we get to okay. Next turn, if we what we can do is we can still keep Preordain hidden if we keep this. We can try and get close to threshold. So currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Next turn, let's say we were to cast Preordain and a Brainstorm, that would take us to
7 because the Ponder as well.
Yep. So I think maybe that's our plan. Then we get threshold, then we go.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so bottom, Preordain top.
Love it, my man. Play out the swamp. Oh, I suppose if we had have drawn the UC there, we could have held Brainstorm.
That's true. Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
I guess this turns on Pyroblast, but they don't currently have mana up. But that does mean they're one source away from grindstoning us. Unless we draw into Veil. Veil gives us another turn as well, because Veil stops the grindstone being a blue card from targeting us, so it does fizzle it, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. I think we should be actually good to go, though. And let me... So, we know we have an Underground Sea. So let's say is there an argument for... We know we have EUC. Are we brainstorming or preordaining here? Because I guess...
The brainstorm does see the same amount of cards, but we have to drop 2 to see the same amount with preordain.
That's right. I mean, preordain, like, are there better draws than a land? Probably. Zeros are good. Zeros are good. Writs are good. I think maybe the preordain is better.
Okay.
And then I guess if we see a blue source, we can brainstorm afterwards. So, like, we could, you know, we could put the Ponder on the bottom. We could Underground Sea. If we take Underground Sea, so how many cards in the graveyard? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
With preordain?
Brainstorm
is
would be 7. What would we need to hit? We'd need to hit 0s, 1s. How confident do we feel?
Very confident.
Love it. I absolutely love it. All right, let's bin Ponder. Let's go, dude. Because I love it.
Right, here we go.
Welcome to the dark side, buddy.
Nice.
Run. Oh, baby.
Put on top. Keep the pedal.
Yep.
Now we have mana for Cabal.
As they say in the business, let's go. So pedal, cast. We will need to go the Adnor's line because we don't have enough writs in the bin, but that is fine.
Yep.
It's exciting. And crack that one for
Cabal.
Yep. Cast Lion's Eye Diamond.
Nice.
Making sure that we hold control because I constantly forget, and then I go outside, smoke cigarettes, and think, I've played 1,000 games of Ant. How am I still so rubbish? Cracking for
blue?
I would say, it doesn't matter. I think we want black because we want black floating.
Yeah, that's very true.
Floating.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And then because we haven't played land for turn, that gives us access to whatever we want.
Oh, okay. Tutor Chain does it. They're only on 16, so currently we can get another Tutor and then just get Tendrils.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
nice. Tutor Chain does do it. Yes, yeah.
Is that chat lethal? I think that is chat lethal.
Yeah, chat lethal.
Why can't I see it? The coloring of these cards definitely puts me
I know, it's all done. Thank you, Painter Servant, for making things extraordinarily more difficult.
There we go.
So, I can't remember a little bit. There I am.
Tendrils.
Tell me that isn't satisfying.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. Turn 3 win?
Oh, buddy. And we played at a good speed. I'm happy with that. Okie dokie. Where's your head at for the sideboard?
This is an interesting one because Painter obviously has a pretty fast combo, so I assume this is a matchup where it's just a case of try to go off faster than them, but probably also have some sort of interaction.
Yeah, I think a mixture of the two is the answer. We always want to go faster, but giving ourselves the chance to grind them out a little bit is great. So I would say we're probably looking at we want a mixture of decays and bounce. Chain is great because it's fast. I mean, how many counter spells are we expecting to fight?
Probably just the blasts.
Probably just the blasts. So, in that way, how much do we value Veil at this point?
Yeah, Veil's probably a reactive card in this matchup because it does save us.
Yeah.
It does buy us a turn against the combo, which is kind of nice.
It buys us a turn against the combo.
The thing is, as well, is just is that they probably, if they're an experienced player, they probably do it in upkeep.
Yeah.
If we do have open mana.
It does make me think that maybe Veil isn't good enough in the matchup.
Okay.
I would say, would you consider cutting Veil and maybe going up?
Say that again. Sorry, you just cut out.
Could we consider cutting the Veils and going up a dress?
Oh, upper dress.
Or
Okay.
maybe so I think that's maybe, or maybe even we play the third decay. Maybe it is just simply a matter of Veil stops them from pyroblasting all your spells. Yeah, it does. It's. I think my rule with Veil is usually it has to be broad enough that it's worth bringing it in, because it can be a really dead draw. Against decks like Counter Magic and Discard, it is a instant 4-of. Then it becomes a 3-of against, I think, things like Blue-Red, and then I think it becomes a 2 or 1-of in situations like this. So maybe we keep it as a 1-of if you're feeling it. How do you feel?
Yeah, I think the dresses are worth it, especially post-board. Maybe it's a case of just taking out some of the fluff, like Preordain.
I think we can go, in this matchup, we can go down to Preordain. How much guard interaction are we expecting?
Not too much. We have seven seconds. One more card.
We need to cut one more card. You can cut a Lotus Petal.
Hopefully that actually did it. Yes. Cool.
Hey.
Okay. Awesome. I cut one Duress, but a Lotus Petal does seem pretty good as well.
Yeah. Lotus Petal simply because it's just a 0. This hand is keepable.
Yeah, it's nice to have interaction and then some cantrips to get everything together. Thankfully, Painter isn't a deck we have to really worry about from a life total perspective. It's just a case of them getting their combo online pretty quickly.
And Ancient Tomb also makes it one less tick for us. So, like those natural storm lines, like Chat pointed out before. Also, good on Chat for seeing the saving the time with that. I'm always impressed when we Infernal Tutor loop and people see it. It does save time.
Blood Moon's interesting as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm sort of real keen to just fire off a Thoughtseize if you are.
Yeah, cool. Nice. More than happy for this.
The only thing I guess we could have done is like if we... No, this is great. This is just great.
Yeah. I mean, if they want to like Flusterstorm this, that's more than fine. The only other thought for Blood Moon was something like basic into cantrip, but it's nice to just know we don't have to worry about something if we hit like a Chalice or...
Well, and luckily red isn't awful. Like it's not wonderful, but it's not awful. Oh god, taking... So we are going to get wastelanded, but that's such as life. I almost like taking the Brainstorm to turn off the Force of Will.
Yeah, I guess the only thing there is that I believe Painter's Servant then turns on Force by making all...
Yeah, this is why I was scared of... I was wondering if they were playing Force, I guess.
There's also a thought, if we don't take Painter's Servant, are they more likely to Wasteland next turn or get the Painter down?
I think they're going to Wasteland. I think they're putting up... I think so. We do have answers to Servant. Brainstorm he does have a fetch, which means that. Where's your head at? What are you thinking?
So obviously the lands we don't care about. The red elemental blast we currently don't care about.
Yeah.
Taking the brainstorm's nice because it can turn off the force of will, but also just taking the force of will means we don't have to worry about that force unless they brainstorm later on.
Yeah, I mean the thing with, let's say we take the brainstorm, is he has to draw a blue card. If he plays servant, and then he has force. But I guess like we have a cantrip heavy hand, so we can draw into an answer for it.
Yeah.
Painter servant also. I mean, brainstorm gets him closer to the combo as well. So it's like 3 cards. He's going to put back red elemental blast at least. He's also going to fetch. I reckon it could turn him on a lot faster, and we're kind of that way forcing him to play the. Maybe I think we're encouraging him to play the Wasteland, which we almost kind of want.
Yeah, I don't mind taking the servant because it is kind of the non-reactive spell. It's the one way for them to actually start winning the game.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I like it equally. I think both are great.
Nice.
That's one of those situations where it's like great to talk to someone, because like that's what I mean about Storm. It's like literally both of those options are great. And if we had 10 hours, we could have had a 10-hour discussion about that.
Nice.
Okay, so he does play the Wasteland, sure. So I think Misty into Islands.
Yeah, into Preordain and just try to find a land in something else.
Yeah. Really now looking for and the thing is about
the Pyroblast, of course. That's fine.
It's fine. He has to get out of his hand, and we just look, forcing him to use things on our terms is good. Just get it done as soon as possible.
Strand, brainstorm now. Cool. And then I assume the force is still there. I don't think they don't keep the force.
Yeah. Although we are on 1 land, so loading it away is actually is strong. It depends. We will know if he doesn't fetch. There is a chance that he's loaded it.
It's pretty nice.
Great. Hey, the only thing I would say is, do we just jam Wishclaw?
Yeah. Would you get another basic?
I would get the swamp at this point. The only thing about doing that is then we can't brainstorm fetch. But
we can brainstorm then Wishclaw to shuffle, which is nice.
But what I mean, like, we can't do it in the. I mean, let's say we brainstorm. If we hit a writ, we can then cast the talisman. If we hit a 0, we can cast the talisman. We can both. Do we want to run the numbers and brainstorm?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Let's go.
Cool.
Come on.
They're gonna fetch.
Oh.
I wouldn't mind getting a Pyroblast again.
We want that. It's fantastic.
Yeah, cool.
He will behave on our terms.
Aussie. Yeah, pretty happy just to pass that.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's so nice to be playing Ant on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, it's really nice. Oh, counterbalance.
We want to brainstorm in response.
Yeah, so we're just going to get an Underground Sea.
You don't think a swamp?
Are we going to brainstorm off the swamp?
Oh, shit.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I'm not a morning person.
No. Oh, good.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a morning person.
That's cool. My only thought is it's either Underground Sea or Trop, because Abrupt Decay is obviously the best answer for counterbalance.
Yeah, I think that's really good reasoning, and you know, if Veil, we hit Veil. Yeah, fantastic.
Trop?
Yeah, sure.
The only thing is then we can't actually cast our black spells.
Yeah, we do lock it. I think at this point, I think we want to hit C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
But every time I see counterbalance, I still think in my head that top is going to be there. Oh, that's so hot. Oh, God, that's so hot.
Yeah.
We could ostensibly go off next turn, depending on what do we know from their hand. We know they have force, right?
We know about force, and they also shuffled to cast the pyroblast, so they don't know the top card of their library.
Which is fantastic. So it's blind counterbalance.
Yep.
I think we're going to need to play the ponder next turn to find out what the number is.
Yep. So would you go Wishclaw Ponder?
Because Wishclaw underneath it.
Because if we can go off, we probably go off with the Infernal Tutor instead.
Yeah. That is true. Yeah, I like that. I think I'll put Wishclaw back and then Ponder.
Cool.
And then if we still want the Wishclaw, we can draw it off the Ponder anyway.
Nice.
All right, let's see how blind counterbalance is today.
Hopefully it's a 3.
It's a 0.
Scalding Ton. Okay. Well, I guess that still
0.
counts for Storm.
Yeah, it does. It also makes counting. So I think Wishclaw now gets a lot better with that 0 being there. Playing out a Wishclaw gets really good. Because we will probably be needing to Wishclaw for a way to naturally cast Ad Nauseam. Or even a Duress or something as well is possible.
Yeah.
The only thing is we need a way to bin... Oh no, we're fine. So how do you feel here about taking the Misty? So we put the Paddle on bottom, Wishclaw next, and Misty first. We don't crack the Misty, and then we play Wishclaw next turn.
Yeah, nice.
And also, I mean, if he shuffles to a 1, we're fine. So let's say he loads a 1 on top, or he draws a 1. It's Lion's Eye Diamond is back online.
They've already used one Brainstorm as well, which is nice.
And using the Lion's Eye Diamond is so satisfying. Top card is. I mean, it really this to me is just like Legacy at its best. It's so exciting.
It is pretty good.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder how they stack it here, and if they actually shuffled. If they shuffled, that's huge. Show game log. Chose not to shuffle. Okay.
That's yeah. So it means I think he's probably loaded a 2, but we can at least test to find out.
Yeah.
So I'd say we cast LED first to test what's there. He may not even reveal the trigger if he's a good player. I'm not saying that he's bad, but I'm saying that if he's really experienced, he may not activate the trigger if it's a 2. If he doesn't, I would almost bet money that it's a 2. So the best number is 1 now, them to have. Hoping that it's a 1. It's nice to see great Legacy content. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, Dukes is certainly an idol of mine, like watching someone that... no, seriously, like,
too kind.
In as much as, like, it's the stream is... it has a really good vibe, and I think...
It's very kosher.
Yeah, you can't fake it. It's quite a... it's... And Legacy is just such a great format.
It's just really nice. Yeah, they chose not to use it.
Reveal? Okay, hear me out here. Okay. How do you feel about firing off a Cabal Ritual then to test if it's a 2?
That's pretty interesting. Because then if it survives, we could even do like Cabal into Wishclaw into Abrupt Decay if we really cared about it.
We've got lines. So let's say we crack the Misty. I would say, do we have Threshold currently? 1,
yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do not need to crack. Okay, cool. So yep, we Cabal and let's test. Let's reveal it. I think this is smart.
I like this a lot.
I like this a lot as well.
I like this a lot.
Yeah.
They're thinking. So I reckon it is a 1 on top, or else they would have just shut it off.
Maybe we should start turning up.
They're gonna force that. Interesting. We can't do anything.
We can't. We simply pass here and we do the exact same thing next turn. We fire off a Cabal. Do we know what's on top of our deck?
Yeah, Lotus Petal.
With Lotus Petal. So I think we probably crack before, like in their end step, so we don't draw the Lotus Petal.
Okay. Ooh,
I mean, we can use Lotus Petal to test, but I think he's so we probably will need to crack for UC. Yeah, we need to crack for UC.
Okay. So you don't want the Petal?
Well, the thing about Petal is, I guess it tests.
That's my only thought, is that it tests, and it also gives us a green mana if we want to do like Petal into Ritual into Wishclaw.
I like it for testing, and it also allows us to, with the Cabal Ritual. Yep, absolutely. Let's do it. That's a nice pick up there, Dukes.
Oof.
Cool.
Cast. Trigger. Scalding Tarn. Okay. Same thing?
Yeah. So the thing now, though, is, are we jamming...
Ooh, what's
Cabal
this? Stifle. Didn't see that coming. That was their last card.
Cantrips are live draws, lands are live draws. I mean, Lotus Petals are live draws. We have a lot of live draws here. We're okay. And he's spending so much time. It's such a reactive... He hasn't really done anything.
Yeah.
He's leaning on counterbalance hard, which means that I think if it goes to... Ooh.
Interesting. So now he's hold up chain for end of turn.
Yep, love it.
But yeah, no cards in the hand either, just really relying on this counterbalance, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah, he has the count. Look, kept it for the counterbalance. It's reactive, but is it worth doing it in response?
I was thinking of it, but then they can just recast it.
Recast. Yeah.
So at least if we draw like a land, then we kind of know.
Yep.
They chose to not shuffle. Makes sense as well with the Scalding Tarn in play.
Yeah. So EOT, we're gonna hit back the counterbalance.
Grindstone. Okay.
So here's the one on top.
Shooter.
Yeah. We have to just wait, I guess. I mean, he is leaning on one, which is... I mean, it does turn off cantrips, unfortunately. So, like, we're just really hoping to hit a land. Grindstone is online. Okay, and the one's off top. He may now... If he has a 2 underneath it, then life becomes extra... Oh, that's not a good draw. That's fine.
Turn 10? What is this, Maverick?
You've brought fairness into the deck. What are you doing? Live draws are Lotus Petal, land.
Cracking.
Is cracking. Okay.
Ooh. Does that mean blood? No. They do it upkeep, which is interesting.
Yeah. You know something, Stream? Sometimes if you take all the pages of War and Peace and throw them up into the air, they don't always come down in order. Entropy is a hell of a game.
2 cards for opponent. Okay.
God, you'd love to hit that Cabal
Nice.
Ritual.
There we go.
God. He's holding 2, yeah. So I imagine it's force something, stifle something. Oh god.
Another one.
Oh god, it's another cat mouth. That's fine, really. I mean, E-Truth is a thing.
Oh. 2 lands off that.
The only thing about binning an Infernal Tutor is like problem. Is it safer to bin the Claw? Like,
I think it's good to
tradable?
maybe bin the tutor to see if they have surgical, and then maybe just use that for game 3. Because double counterbalance is going to be pretty hard to beat with a fetch in play as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So at least if we can see if they play surgical, then we know that for game 3.
Sure, yeah, that's right. The deck is certainly suggesting that the answer has to be Infernal Tutor.
I think let's brainstorming here.
Counterbalance trigger 1.
Grindstone.
Grindstone.
Do you think we should pack it in for game 3 and keep the 7 minutes for game 3?
I think we should wait 2 turns and do it.
Okay.
And we're under. Let's see what he plays.
Did they just... Yeah, they... Okay, targeted themselves. Nice. That's pretty nice with counterbalance. Knowing what you don't want to draw, like another grindstone.
Because if we get it, we can do this really, really fast. We can actually cast, like... Okay, so... testing with the LED. Trigger. Because if we have 2... So LED resolves. Okay, we want to skip through turns. I reckon we want to play to the 5-minute mark, maybe, or 5:30.
Okay.
If we can win before then, we will just fire off. Okay, preordain. What are our live draws? Paddle is good. If we hit a paddle, we're really happy. If it allows to cast.
Honda. Okay.
Okay.
The good thing about that is as well, we're just discarding a card anyway.
Yeah,
if we
that's
don't...
exactly right. Honda, sure.
Maybe this means Veil's pretty good.
Yeah, it does. It mostly does.
Cabal.
Okay, let's go through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool.
So we just bottoming another Infernal Tutor?
Yeah. At this point, yeah. Especially because Witchclaw is really, really strong with...
Oh, that's a good card.
This is it. I think this is it. 6,
sorry,
7.
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Apologies.
Oh, we had it. Wait, 6, 7. Yeah, we had it.
Okay. Tutor? Witchclaw. Probably Witchclaw.
Yeah. I would get rid of a tutor.
Okay.
We've got 2. Okay.
We think they still have a force, but we're not too sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Okay, I think so. 6 mana means we could still brainstorm. So I think we brainstorm.
Yep.
When we can crack. Do we have a dark rit in the bin? Please tell me we have a dark rit. Please tell me we have a dark rit.
Ancient Tomb on top.
Meaning a 0.
Yep. We have a Cabal Ritual.
We need. Hold on.
I'm going to Pyroblast this most likely.
Are we in trouble? That's fine. Hold on. So we've got 6, meaning we can't, unless we crack for blue. Unless we're just unbelievably lucky, but it means we'd have to hit. No, I think we wait a turn. Wait a turn. And then we literally hope that if it happens, it happens. It doesn't. Such is life.
Oh, there's rituals in the bin now.
Huh.
Which is kind of nice.
Okay, what's the draw? Oh, E-Truth. This means that we crack. We are going to want. So we are cracking for red, black. And we want to be using the red mana.
Yep.
Because we can't flashback anyway. And then we've got that. Then we have blue for cantrip. If he has it, he has it. And we just go to the next game. If he has the force.
There it is.
Hardcast. Let's see it. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to change our sideboarding plan. We played to our outside, which I'm happy about. So Veil has improved in quality.
Hmm.
Now we are on the play discard is still really good.
Yep.
So discard is good. Veil, I think, is now. How do you feel about it as a 2-of?
Yeah, I definitely don't mind Veil. It might be a bounce spell that we get rid of, but the bounce spells are just easier to cast than the decays. That's the only thing.
Yeah, most certainly. I guess the thing about decay is that like it can't be countered by the counterbalance.
Yeah, which is huge.
Which is huge, but I think maybe decay. Like I think we could even lose an echoing and go up a decay.
Okay.
That puts the 62 cards. I think we can bin a Lotus Petal. We're currently at 4.
Yep.
I think we can bin a Cabal Ritual. Actually, the other thing to do is, do we even just cut empty?
Yeah, empty's pretty interesting.
Like it's, I mean, the only thing though is like it is something they have to answer. I don't hate it against pain.
Yeah.
And we are on the play. Empty is infinitely better on the play.
Yep.
Because 4 mana is way more achievable than 5. I think this is pretty good. I think we just cut a Cabal. We've got 3 Cabal Writs. We've got 3. We could go down another Preordain, or we could cut.
I don't mind the Preordain plan, or even just yeah. Because I think our turn 1 is hopefully going to be some sort of hand disruption.
Yep.
Or go off.
Yeah.
Carpets are interesting, but their mana base of like tombs and even like a mountain is pretty rough.
Yeah, I think it's not quite good enough. You need them to not be on the tomb hand, and it's also I think I want the decay over it just because there are so many good targets.
Yeah. Nice. This is 60.
And, yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Nice. I'd love to play first.
Great. Love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
We're just going for basic swamp.
Yeah.
It is interesting because we currently don't have, like, we don't really mind getting wastelanded, but it's probably nice just to set up a start where we can just go basic swamp, duress, basic ponder.
Yep, exactly. Especially I think because we're going to duress as well, like slow things down a little bit. Trying to put ourselves in the driver's seat.
Opponent went to 6 as well.
Yeah, great. Duress is so much stronger.
Oh wow.
Oof.
Okay.
Ooh. I like that.
Yeah. Probably no big reason to play the LED out there. We probably just want it for Storm, if anything.
Yeah, and it's a target if he does have any removal as well, so do sometimes bring in stuff. We have
we know about the wasteland, so we're definitely getting just a basic here.
And then I think we fire our Preordain because we're not looking for something specific.
Yeah.
We just want to thin.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Would empty be good enough next turn? You know what? It probably actually would.
Yep. So put on top.
Yeah. It's certainly an option, right? Like
6. So we have 12, and they're using the ancient tomb as well. So
actually, dark. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Put on top. Yep. And they do have the ancient tomb. You're exactly right. Yeah. We have to play faster a little bit, despite I like Jesse.
Galaxy lines. Nice. I like Jesse's Galaxy
Sorry
lines
if
as
I'm
well.
playing slowly, guys.
Not at all. Oh, it attacks.
You remember attacking? You love attacking.
All right.
Okay, we cast Ponder here.
Yep. Do we play? Yeah. Ponder first. We do need a red source, so.
Yep.
Oh.
I think so. No. I guess Dark Red is good for
Storm,
but also are there better targets? I mean, a discard spell. If we want to get creative, what we could do is we could.
We do need this for red, so I think it's just get the writ, get a Volk, Lion's Eye, cast empty.
Yeah, I think that's fine. We that way we don't actually have to crack. We don't have to crack any LEDs. We've still got them on the board, which turns on Infernal Tutor, which great. Hitting that for red. Yep. All right. Well, answer 12 goblins.
Yeah, just don't have like a fluster.
Yeah, and the thing is now is that like it's what's so busted about LED. It's like, okay, well, it's now sitting here. We can mini Tendrils whilst he has to deal with that.
Oh, we do know they have Stifle as well, so Stifle and the Storm Trigger would be pretty rough.
Yeah, but the other thing is as well is it's now out of it. We didn't really burn that many cards. The LEDs not having to be used is huge.
Yeah.
Because it means it opens us up to just Infernal Tutoring, cracking, and then casting out North.
They're trying to force one, it looks like, which is interesting.
Love it.
Yeah. Just to save
That
a
is
life?
Yep. That is so good for us.
Yeah, now they have to pretty much draw into Grindstone to get there.
Absolutely. These are the sorts of times where I love having the empty because like you make them have to make choices they wouldn't usually want to make. All right, always have found a movie to combat first to make them waste spells.
Definitely.
And then we could just go for
A piff.
we could go for it with piffs, cantrips, and worst comes to worst, we empty again. What do you reckon?
Yeah, okay.
Let's have some fun. Hey?
So, crack for...
And the great thing about doing it this way is they can't respond because it's a mana-based ability to casting piff.
Probably should have cracked the other LED.
I would crack it for blue, to be completely honest.
Yep. And then for red.
Yeah, we probably need to keep... Do we want to keep a red in case we need... the empty?
Yep, cool.
Yeah, great. Love it. So,
Ritual for black.
with 2 blue...
We can then duress them, and then Ritual.
Yep, love it.
It's
Love
Island
me,
and something else. Okay, Folk, that's fine.
Oh, buddy.
Done. Ritual.
Now, if
Ponder?
we... the question is...
We have a minute, so we have
wanna-
to...
We want to ponder because then we can preordain afterwards. Yep. So then we to get rid of cards we don't like. I would shuffle. Kabal Ritual. Let's just preordain here because we might.
Bottom.
I would bottom. If we draw IF, we're hot.
I think here we just go...
I think we just empty.
Yeah, empty and pass.
Yep. And he hopefully will concede, otherwise he may just try and stop us from...
Yeah, and thankfully a whole minute is more than fine to keep going with, so...
Yeah.
Looking pretty strong.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oof.
That was pretty satisfying.
Another tight one. They still do have the live draw of just
Yeah.
Grindstone, but that is legacy.
Such is life. Such is life.
Even
red.
like ponder into it. No. Very nice.
Ah,
A pleasure. 2-0.
love it.
Nice.
Great lines, despite how much time we have to work with. You can still pay for a bunch with leads. Yeah, that's that was really satisfying. I mean, we
Storm's
made a
fun.
galaxy. Oh yeah, it is wonderful. I think in paper, to be honest, people will concede faster if they see that,
I had a pretty funny experience in one of my first matches of Legacy against an Ant player who I had a pretty good board with Death and Taxes with like a Thalia in play and something else. And my opponent kind of showed their hand and was like, yep. And then I was like, yeah, okay, let's go to game 3. And then I think I won game 3 and something... Oh, it might have been game 1. And then I won game 2 and I was like, oh, like, good games. I was like, oh, no, I won game 1. And I was like, what? And you're like, oh, yeah, I showed my hand. It was unbeatable. And I was like, oh, I thought you were showing your hand because you couldn't beat the Thalia. Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Love it. God, we have drawn so hot today. It is ridiculous. We can make. I mean, we could just like turn one empty in the blind.
Ritual.
Do you want to give it a go? Like,
What's
it's
the
for-
turn one empty? So it's obviously like Underground Seed, Dark Rit, Wish Claw.
So that's so 3/6. So Infernal Tutor costs 2. So it's Dark Crit, in Lion's Eye Diamond, Infernal Tutor Hot Priority, Crack Red, cast Empty the Warrens. But if we want to wait, we can wait, and we could just
Preordain even for second land.
Yeah, or we can just rip Wish Claw, make them have it. Then it's on the board next turn. Then LED becomes stronger because when we crack the LED. Depends. I mean, otherwise we can just fire off a cantrip. They're all really good options. It just depends what you like in the blind.
My only thought is just maybe building out for one turn with the cantrip.
Yeah, I mean, I like empty would be for how much? It would be for 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 goblins turn, like 8 power turn 1.
Okay, that actually sounds pretty reasonable.
Yeah, like it's kind of exciting enough to.
Yeah.
If they have it, they have it. Statistically, we're pretty good. And if you count as a ritual, great. Okay.
So Wish Claw finding.
Wait. If we Wish Claw, we go down to 1 mana.
Ah, sorry, you were saying
Actually,
LED into tutor.
I think we can. I think we. No, Wish Claw would take us down to 2 to activate. No, it doesn't work. So we just need to.
Yeah. So cast LED, Infernal Tutor. Yeah.
Infernal Tutor, Crackhead. Yeah.
Nice. The old hold control.
The number of times, too. The number of times I have done it, and my finger slips off at the last minute. It is enough to send someone insane. It's awful.
This feels like a force.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, it isn't.
It isn't. This is really exciting. Had we have had another writ, we could have gone down an empty line. But it's much harder now that gets dropped from like 11% to 4%.
What do you do if opponent concedes before showing anything? Do you just run back the same list?
No, I chuck in things that are general. So
Okay.
I'll usually keep roughly the same list, and I will put in something like a chain and an abrupt decay and an echoing truth, because those are good enough that they will hit. Things that are just always kind of good.
Yeah, really interesting to see opponent actually playing this out, because they obviously feel like they have a way to win this. Just currently a 3-turn clock.
Yeah, it's a 3-turn clock, and we have time to do things now. Oh, it's Delver, great. I mean, there's an argument for us
Just holding the Pluto Delta?
Well, I mean, or we even crack so we No, I think we just keep it. Like, do we want to play around Stifle? But really, he's going to be. I don't think he has enough time to Stifle. I mean, I guess we play it because like we turn on Infernal Tutors and things, but if not, it's also Brainstorm Flutter.
I think if they play like a Sprite, I guess Goyf is interesting.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. I think we.
The other thing for holding the lands is for Brainstorm. Just kind of
Yeah,
nice.
for Brainstorm Flutter for sure. I like that. Like we're forcing him to, Okay, so we have 6 goblins. He goes to. Yeah, we're still doing well. I think it was. I'm happy with our play for turn 1 there. It's such a hard decision to make, but really it is just a numbers game of saying, okay, you have to have it. You have to play Delver in a way that you don't want to be playing it. Like, who wants to trade a Delver? No one.
Yeah, and like from here on out, every fetch, every force is just an extra life. So
yeah. But and also, chat, we have drawn unbelievably well.
Oh, I guess Uro is a card if they have Uro. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was saying that, Graham, that I think playing the fetches to play around Stifle is an option. But I think now we need to probably play, because I doubt we may need to fetch to play around Stifle, especially now that he's stabilizing. Because we have to look to start building something now.
Greedy attack if they attack here. Surely
I love it. I love it. He actually probably will. It tells us if he doesn't, it means he doesn't have the land in hand. He doesn't have the land in hand. Okay. I think. Do we want to play around days?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I say we hit the Pluto Delta here because we also want to play around. Like, not getting stifled is really good. It's probably time to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably just want to attack first.
Yeah, I would say always. I like going to combat first.
Yeah. Take 5, go to 3.
Yep. He has to have the land for Uro. That's great.
Yeah, is there any thought to not casting the Ponder so they can't even like force it to put an extra card into the graveyard?
Is there any? Can you explain that to me again? So we don't cast a.
Yeah, so say if they have a fetch land, that means they have 4 mana, but then only 4 cards in the bin. But if they force, or even just, I guess they can't daze because that would also put them back. I think it's a case of just not allowing them to force anything or counter anything to build the graveyard up to escape the Uro.
I guess the thing about pondering though is like if we just like nat draw, we want to try and get close to possibly casting a mini Tendrils, because he will not be able to fight it. Like, we can also because then we're baiting out Stifle with. Now it's actually an argument for baiting out, considering we're going for a mini Tendrils. And if he doesn't have the land, I think he just concedes.
Yeah. Well, if they don't have the land and they don't have another way to put cards into the graveyard, Bolt a Goblin, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. That's great. This means that Ad Nauseam is online. I do think I'm going to start considering pondering, we may just be able to get there and apply more pressure with duresses and other.
They must have something else, like a Brazen Borrower?
Yeah, I would cast it. I reckon combat, and then how do you feel about casting?
What have they got? It must be Brazen Borrower. Okay.
Sure. Okay. It's fine. We have achieved what we wanted to achieve, so now it's mini.
So now they actually can't force.
But now I think pondering here is strong.
Okay. Do you want to fetch first, or not?
No, we don't have to play around Stifle at the moment, so we're cool. And in case we want to then because then if we draw a Brainstorm, we can.
Okay.
I think we just bin these, to be honest. I think we're kind of looking to bin that, maybe get something like a Brainstorm, and then LED is great. Yeah, I think we just pass, so now we're pretty much set up for Tendrils. Preferably, I mean, if we Brainstorm and we hit discard Infernal Shooter or something, you and I should consider get up and doing a backflip. I've never attempted one, but this would be the time to do it.
Yeah, still no 4 cards in the graveyard. It doesn't look like my opponent has a fetch land.
No, I think he's.
So now they just need to play a Delver to buy some time.
He really has to. This is fine. Like, this is exactly what we want.
Library's okay.
Library is a really good draw for him, but he. Or he will die. I think we unequivocally attack as well and just force him to do things on our terms.
Ooh.
Oh, I love this deck so much. I love this deck so much.
Nice.
Combat first to make him do stupid things. Oh god. Satisfaction is real. He can't force. And we can play around days. Guys, just play Ant. It's so good. So I think we LED out. We actually don't necessarily want to crack it because we may need to bin our hand within with Infernal Tutor. So I think we could just cast Ad Nauseam with one. Then we have access to the Polluted Delta, so we don't need to crack the LED. Yeah, I would fetch, not crack LED. Yeah, exactly what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Cool.
but
And if-
I don't think we fetch before. I think we fetch after because we don't know what we want yet.
Yeah, cool. Okay. My only thought was that keeping up Underground Sea keeps up cantrips and rituals, but then something like Volcanic
we can
doesn't.
definitely just. Yeah, you're right. We can just go fetch an island or something. Yeah, definitely.
Also,
That's a great call.
I guess a Volk doesn't.
I guess we. Yeah, I mean, because we haven't played a land per turn, you want to get the don't want. So like,
Yeah.
you need something that's because if we may need the Volk, for example, for Past in Flames, so we want to get a land that we don't want to use.
Nice.
Bar it. Does he just straight up concede to the Ad Nauseam?
Force Negation is a hell of a card.
It sure is.
Oh, okay. Another Cabal. Nice.
Let's go.
Brainstorm. Tutor. Okay. LED. Okay. I think it's just going to be flashback on empty.
Have we played land for turn?
I don't believe we have. Let me double check.
If we
quickly.
haven't played, we don't need to do that. We can just Infernal Shooter for Tendrils.
Yeah, very true.
We can just IF. Yeah, we're good. We don't need to go anymore. Because if we haven't played land for turn. Save to wish to repeat this. No.
I just want to definitely double check that.
We also have the ritual now, so it doesn't matter. Like a dark writ.
Yeah, because we attack them, and then we discuss the LED.
Yep. This is gross. We're just we're doing all the storm things today, so it's just going to be a matter.
I guess we can play around days by playing the land first.
Love it. Love it.
Love it.
We can even thought seize if we really want nasty, in case it's he's holding something.
I like that because then we can Thoughtseize into Cabal, which is really nice.
Which is pretty hot. This is so nasty.
Oh, they had the Force.
Oh,
Classic.
God.
I'm gonna leave it with them. Guess it doesn't matter because they don't have a blue card, but obviously we get one life as well.
We don't even need to make them wait now. We can just cast. We don't even need to cast the other LED. Let's just go and Infernal Shooter crack into thingy. I feel, and keep the time on the clock, and then we're good to go.
All right, hold control.
Hold control.
I hate this part.
So do I. It genuinely terrifies me.
Red.
Because you never know. Freak them out.
Tendrils.
Love it.
Nice.
So that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
That's very cool, especially to pivot away from the Empty the Warrens plan.
Yeah. But look how much pressure we applied. Like.
Yeah, that's sweet. I mean, 2 Delvers having to block is exactly where you want them.
Absolutely. It's like having removal spells. So we're against the Delver deck, so we do keep MD, although they are able to stabilize with Uro in this version. So there is an argument for removing it. The only thing is we are weaker to stifle. Like if they stifle it, at least if they stifle it, we have another out.
I do like Carpet, especially against their soft mana denial.
Love it. Yeah, I think you're 100% right. Swarm is an option because make them have the bolt.
Yeah, that's true. I like that.
We're on the draw, so I think losing Ad Nauseam is probably because we're going to take a lot from bolt.
Yep. Okay.
So I think losing that is an option. I guess the question is there anything we want to bring in the other Duress?
Duress is definitely interesting.
I think another Duress would be fine. Although they're heavier on creatures in this version with Uro, aren't they? So you probably don't need it.
Would you rather some sort of bounce effect than removal?
Not particularly. I think we're okay. We're not looking to fight their creatures.
Yeah.
It's been tried before, and it used to be a thing, and and it's just been worked out that it's just not quite good enough.
Yeah. Cut the claw. I assume sometimes Rug plays Collector Oof from the sideboard.
Cut the claw. If we cut the claw, we can't cut the ad nauseam. That's the only thing. We have to choose one of the two.
Okay. Does the carpets mean we can cut down on something like Lotus Petal?
Yeah, we could cut down a Lotus Petal and a Cabal Ritual. If we expect some amount of graveyard interaction. Cutting Wish Claw, I guess, is an option. But then I think we should probably leave ad nauseam.
Okay.
And then we cut a Preordain.
Nice. And then maybe just like one bounce spell or removal spell. Something like Chain, because at least we can also use it to our advantage if it doesn't come up.
Yeah, I think it's fine to do that.
Nice.
Good against Sufi, and yeah, we can use it just for ourselves too. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let us go.
I think if Mouth of Make First Inevitable Hate they have as a must. Yeah, I think bring in the... Oh god, this is a...
Interesting.
Yeah, it's capable. I mean, the thing is we've got a turn 1 cantrip with a backup Veil of Summer. I like it, to be honest. The only thing is like actually having Tendrils in hand is not bad because you can make it difficult for your opponent to put a raid on you with having Tendrils in hand because they're always expecting that you're going to go through Infernal Shooter. Whereas you can get into a counter war with them.
I don't mind. What do you think of Duress off the pedal so we don't run ourselves into Stifle? Or is that respecting Stifle too much?
I mean, the thing is, if we play the Polluted Debtor out, we play the pedal, and then we Veil if they Stifle. We are drawing and they're down a Stifle.
Does Stifle stop? Does Veil stop Stifle?
No, it doesn't. Veil doesn't stop Stifle. Sorry.
Oh, good. That's fine.
I think Polluted Delta, pedal, Duress, then cantrip. Or do we cantrip first?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's tough. I think we keep it simple. I guess we want to Duress, play around, probably Duress off the pedal, then cantrip.
Okay, cool.
I think we may want to keep the land up for days, though. No.
Yeah, the thing is, if we keep it up for days, and we also play into Stifle, because they can fetch Float of Blue, and then daze the Duress, and then if we fetch, they can Stifle with the blue. But at least if they want to like brainstorm here, then at least we can just know that the Delta.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And if they do daze this, that's fine, because we can just change to second main. They lose the mana if they want to use it.
Yep, that's right. So we change to second main. He's brainstorming here, sure. Just don't crack the fetch. You're in no rush. Aggressive, but love it. I think you fetch pass and don't crack it. I think Duress getting a daze is like we've achieved what the card was going to do anyway. We've also time walked him, which is great. Like we've literally time walked him, and I think the success of the deck is I think we just fire off Preordain here.
Yeah, off an island?
Yeah, I would think so. I think I really like that. The success of the deck is just coming from making people do things. Do it.
Perfect.
Polluted Delta Thoughtseize. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like both of those. Unfortunately, it means that we... is there an argument for going like a black-green land for Veil, or is it greedy? Or do we just want the two basics as our base, and then we go from there?
So we know about Trop in our opponent's hand that puts them on 4 cards. I guess if they didn't have a Delver start, which is fantastic, and if they are going to wasteland us, that's probably going to take them off, another threat, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, so I really like getting a black-green land here. I think that's really strong. Exactly, it's like, okay, wasteland us. You're going to give us closer to threshold anyway, and also you are even slower.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just going to be drop pass.
Yep, drop pass, great. We're in a really good spot here. And then we can play around days with Island.
Still pretty happy to play into... I mean, at least if they're stifling a land, they're not stifling a Storm trigger.
Love it. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing as well, is that we have... we have so many outs and so many ways to generate mana. Them stifling our fetch lands is... I don't get me wrong, it can also be awful, but it's better that than a Storm trigger.
Mm. Yeah, exactly.
Especially in this position where we're not under... if we were madly trying to cantrip because they had a clock, we'd be like, okay, what's a problem?
Wow.
But them stifling now, this is great.
Wow. I wonder what they're protecting.
It's Fluster. Or Fluster or similar.
Okay.
So I think we just ponder.
It's nice to have the Veil for that as well. What do you think of draw the Misty and then have Brainstorm on top?
Yeah, I think we would then wait a turn to cast it, but yeah, I love it. Draw the Misty. Brainstorm's loaded.
I guess my only thought was actually holding the Brainstorm because we don't care about hand disruption, and there's only like a little play of like Wasteland. I don't think Wasteland of Fetch is on the table. I was going to say to like force a shuffle, but no, this is pretty good.
Cool. I really like the consideration though, because those micro. That's what Ant is. It's such like a making micro adjustments and improve plays to get better at it. It's not, you're really looking for like the 1%.
And this is perfect.
Right.
Like we know about the third land on top as well if we really want it. Yeah,
exactly. Like he's just not doing anything. I think we can ETB Brainstorm as a consideration, because then we've got game if we need it.
Uru Natural Order. Uru Natural Order sounds really good. Speaking of blue, have you ever played Days in Ant?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
It's it really is a medical. It's not a whole lot of fun to have to do it. I mean, that's how combo decks used to be run, like an extended Swarm.
Swarm's kind of nice. I guess just
Swarm forces him to play a counterspell. I really like playing.
Do you like Underground Sea and Tendrils back in the deck? Or we can draw one.
Well, I mean, the thing about I don't think this is a natural Storm hand, to be completely honest. So I think putting the...
You just cut out after saying put back.
Oh, sorry.
No, good.
I don't think it's a natural Storm hand, so I think we will shuffle ways. I think Tendrils on top.
It cut out again just as he said, we'll put back the...
Oh, I'm sorry. I think we should put back the Tendrils and the, let's say the UC.
Yeah.
Naturally draw something like the UC.
Okay.
And then shuffle so we don't draw the Tendrils. Is an option.
Yeah. I guess if we want to play the
Yeah.
Xander's one, we have to get a green source.
Well, the other thing is we can actually play out the pedal so that we've got the option to Veil as well, because once it resolves, pretty strong.
I guess with the Bayou going, we do have the Trop left. Okay.
Yep, that's right. So I think I would play out C here, and then play pedal.
Hey GSY, thanks for the follow. And to MDN, and Boss Dixon, and Happy, and Chris. A huge thank you.
Thanks so much.
Sorry, so you're saying cast the pedal and cast a Swarm off the pedal?
Yeah, I would cast a Swarm off the pedal.
Okay. I like that a lot because keeping the shuffle effect for Brainstorm as well is quite nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's so satisfying playing with so many parts of the deck, like having like your hand, your graveyard, what's on top of the deck, and yeah, it's super cool. Did that just resolve?
It did resolve.
That's really satisfying, I gotta tell you. So then we will get rid of we'll crack Misty ETB, or when he is tapped out, either of the two.
Yeah, Panda made a good point. We were shuffling anyway because the Tendrils is on top.
Yeah, that's right. We have to shuffle because we're getting rid of Tendrils. It's just not the hand for it.
Wasteland's okay.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
I think this could be a good time in response to fetch when he.
Okay.
It's a shame we can't get a swamp, but what's the land that we want the least?
Probably just another underground sea. Then we can't cast the
I think we will be possibly wanting to cast a Veil if he destroys it, so I think that getting an underground sea now and letting it die is probably fine.
Yeah.
As we have multiples. So, yeah. So we are like always attacking with Swarm.
I think we're just holding a brainstorm.
Actually, well, I mean, even casting it now is just bad. Like seeing 3 fresh cards, like we're not really in a position where we need to worry too much, and we have a lot. We have a lot of hot live draws here with Threshold.
Yeah. Okay.
And he simply can't cast anything. Great, love it. Chuck that one back.
It's probably the Veil we don't care about because the Xantid Swarm's in play.
The only thing is, though, if it does get bolted, Veil is still pretty good. I mean, it's not good against Stifle. It's good against... The question is, did he leave in bolts? I like keeping it just in case.
Yep.
But there's definitely an argument for putting it back. I mean, it's just... Yeah, I think we should keep it in case he bolts the Swarm.
Okay. So definitely putting back the Swamp. The Delta's nice because it is a shuffle.
Yep.
And then we get fresh with the Ponder. So it might even just be a case of just putting back the Ponder on top. And then if we really need to use the Veil, we can crack the fetch.
Love it. Absolutely. Okay. That's really nice thinking, Dukes. I like that a lot. That's really nice. I really
get out of it. Get out.
No, that was honestly that's hard thing. That's great. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Maybe this is your deck.
Very much an apprentice. Apprentice Jesse.
No. Honestly, absolutely. This you're totally primed to play this sort of deck. Like you're seeing stuff that and that's what's so cool about it is that like it's such. I think it is a deck that's so fun to play with people, and you play it at people's houses, and you play face-up hands. What could we have done here, or what line could we have taken? And
that's always fun.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I think one thing I do have is patience, and that's pretty good because I'm not someone who's just like, oh, I could go off and goes off and then gets hit by it pretty hard.
Yeah, it's great.
True name. That's gonna be okay. It's obviously a clock.
Yeah, we don't care. Like it's actually good for us. He's tapping out. Like great.
Yeah.
Doesn't fly.
I think that also. Do you think that also represents that they don't have an answer for the Swarm, and so the Veil is considered a little bit less of a need?
I mean, they don't now, but unless we're going, like, if we're going off this turn, then we can brainstorm it away. I would go to combat.
Yeah, sorry, I was just gonna get the.
Don't apologize.
The drop. There was a case to definitely wait and see what we hit with the Ponder, but I guess I wanted to shuffle away the Swamp on top.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like I guess like we're now seeing fresh. Well, sort of 3 complete fresh cards for shuffling. It's a weird one. I just don't think it's good enough.
Yeah.
It looks more appealing than it is. Although, like, let's say we went Dark Crit Infernal Shooter. We have how many lands in play? We have 4 lands in play. So that would be 5 land off an underground sea. 6, 7, 8. Infernal Shooter takes us down to 6. We could add Nors, like holding up Veil, which is insane. I think we don't want to draw the empty, so we put back empty, Rit, and we go for it. Sheffield Library, no. Like, we may even be able to get close to just, like, his...
Is there a thought of... I guess we could, like...
If we Veil... We wouldn't... Okay, we are going to take damage. Draw much of our north. Though.
Yeah, I also assume they waste the trop.
Yeah, if they do, we can't. If we need to empty, we need to veil in.
Yeah.
But we simply just cast it for. We cast it for storm count.
Interesting.
So
just gonna float mana.
Yeah, just that mana, sure. We entered into attacks. We're on 5. The other problem is, oh no.
Another good.
Okay, that's both. Okay. Yeah, we have to. Actually, I think. Hold on. What if we end of turn?
Yep.
Let's say we end of turn cast the veil, so we didn't have it in our hand. In our turn, we're gonna have 5 mana of Underground Sea, 6, 7. Infernal Shooter takes us down to 5. The only problem is we can't cast it past In Flames. We literally have to. We can either mini Tendrils to stay alive, and then hope to get there with a piff, or
put the
we simply veil end of turn, and then hope to have some blue mana for cantrips. I think getting rid of Veil end of his turn is probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
I'll just do it now.
Yeah, get rid of it. And we just have to hope to... Oh, God.
So we draw
this is going to be so clutch if we get this.
So we attack first? Because we're just dead anyway. We can't block
to
we have to gain a life.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. We attack first to turn off everything. Would be nice to have that Lotus you cast Xanted off a piff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
But that's fine. We writ. What if we Wish Clawed? That'd be 5, 6, 7. That's a shame. All right, let's run it. We may want to keep black up, so we'll cast probably use the blue.
Oh, Chain's interesting. Chain, no, that doesn't really do anything. So there's the graveyard. Here's the Lotus Petal. We could try to ponder into something.
Yeah, I've done it before and I've hit it, almost done a backflip, but I think realistically, we have a we do have outs here with Adnors. It's probably just the play. We can mini Tendrils if we want. It is an option.
So mini Tendrils would be... I assume we would get another Infernal Tutor and then Tendrils to get the extra storm count.
How much mana do we have access to? We don't have enough.
3, 4,
because we
5.
only have 5, so
Correct.
we don't have enough.
Okay, so we get Tendrils for 8, which puts us to 13, which pretty much kills us. Because then we would just draw
exactly. I think it's if we just run it.
Yep. So let's go for Adnors.
Let's just go. Let's do this.
Nice. All right.
Stream.
Carpet.
This is what we're tuning for. Let's go.
Carpet. Misty.
Okay.
LED.
Okay, that's good.
Preordain.
Wait. Oh.
We haven't played a land yet, and we do want to
play a land. Oh God. We need to go again. My heart is about to explode.
Because I think it's definitely a Past in Flames line. Or an empty. So we do need red.
We do need red. So, the only thing is we just don't have enough.
That's okay. There we go. Hey-o! Hey! Ah!
That's fine. It happened. Okay, let's talk sideboard.
Is there any thought of taking out the Xantid for a Veil? In case they brought back in some sort of removal? or is that just not? Is it just so good
Well,
that
now
it's worth
that-
having it?
I mean, now that they're putting us on Xanta, they will bring it in. I also think Adnors comes out. No, we're now on the play. Adnor stays in. Look, he did not have an answer to it. Will he bring it in? It's hard to say. I mean, I think the card is still amazing. I think making them answer it anyway
Yeah.
is so strong.
I think I'm pretty happy to run it back.
Yeah, so am I. I really like this.
Yeah.
I think it looks cool.
It's got a little bit of everything. Carpets in the opening would be really nice, especially on the play to play around like a daze.
Not too off the ad nauseam.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I don't think chain is that good. Yeah, I'm sort of like semi of the same opinion, but it's a worst case scenario. You hit a Goif. It's also good with your own artifacts. It's also good against Ufi. It's good enough that having one against it's. I mean, I certainly like chain in as much. That's a big thing.
Hey, Norway. Yeah, chain's kind of nice because if it isn't relevant on their board, it can be relevant on us to get extra storm by returning things like Lotus Petal.
Also, you can do things like if they go to Echoing Truth, your empty the Warrens, you target the goblin they're targeting, and then it doesn't work.
Nice.
Oh baby. I hate this hand is capable. I hate it so much, but it is capable.
Yeah. It's a very fair hand in the scheme of things, but it's quite consistent.
I mean, it is fair. We are on the play.
Get a lot of looks at cards, which is nice.
We do get a lot of looks, and we have a lot of land to play with. I think. Yeah, how do we feel about? I'm happy to keep it, but it doesn't. It's not particularly a fun hand.
Yeah, all that fast, which I think we have to consider with the time we have.
Something's telling me to mull it.
It's me. Ooh, yep. Okay.
Okay, all right, buddy.
I don't...
Magic hands over here. I think we dump Preordain, turn one, carpet, make them have it.
Okay. Just off a trop?
Yeah. Just make them have it.
The only issue with that is a wasteland.
Then if we get wastelanded, so I mean maybe it's a turn 2 play, so like island first, ponder, then go for it next turn. Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Nice. Like it's certainly like you're really jamming first turn. I guess you're forcing them to not be able to do things they want to do, like to not play blue lands.
Yes. Island ponder.
Always strong.
Huh.
The Dark Ritual looks appealing, but we don't need it.
Yep.
The LED is appealing. The shuffle effect is good. I think we want to... Yeah, that's exactly right. Love it.
Nice.
So then next turn we're going to ponder. We're also going to draw an LED. Yeah, that's really cool. And then hopefully we hit a land, carpet, and have enough mana to do anything with. Okay. So I would say we just ponder. I liked the 7 more, to be honest. Yeah, it's just... It's quite slow. But it is, like, technically, it's a good 7.
Yeah.
It's... Just, yeah, especially game 3, those sort of... I know you should never think about game 3. So we're getting Pirate Blasted, right?
I assume it's days. Okay.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah, we just pass. We have a brainstorm to get 3 looks if we need it.
Yeah, the hand was quite nice if there wasn't a time constraint. I think that was the one reason that I didn't like it.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, it is pretty nice. I mean, it has all the mana in the world against a deck that's going to put you down on lands as much as possible.
Yep, I think we definitely brainstorm here. I really like that. You do that. A lot of people. Great. I think we could chuck back like a preordain or something.
Yep, and then maybe a ritual. We are gonna shuffle.
Yeah, exactly. Like, a kind of. No, we can check back a ritual. You're right.
And then we're just putting on carpet.
I think we just jam carpet. I think we just absolutely jam it. Yeah.
Bayou.
Yeah. Bayou's great.
Opponent may be thinking about Stifle.
He may be stifling here, yeah. But such is life, right?
Such is life.
You learn playing it just to get so detached. Okay, they have it. Game. You're like, how does that not bother you? I'm
There
like,
we go.
I'm emotionally detached.
Carpet. Oh, we can even go to second main if this resolves and cast Ponder.
Oh, Dukes.
Too good.
Yeah, I love doing that. That's the thing that people forget. You like second main phase, cast Ponder. They're like, how? You're like, read the card.
I feel like this is a force because they didn't daze the brainstorm, but they dazed the Ponder. So I assume they don't have daze. So I think the carpet is dazeable. So
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the great thing about carpet. Make them use their counter spells. They only have so many, you know, and that's why is like, if you don't answer this, you will not be able to continue to play.
Yeah. Big win as well was the force pitching a force negation. So not just like a Ponder or brainstorm.
It's huge. That means he's in trouble.
Surgical brainstorm's fine.
Yeah, sure. He sees a hand. We don't care. We're also holding up a veil because for some reason the deck exists.
Alright, so say everything stays intact. I assume next turn we untap, see what we draw, most likely Ponder.
Yep.
And then
We're getting close to being able to kill here. He does know now that we are holding up the veil, but also not stop it existing. Like, yes, it doesn't answer Stifle, but it answers literally everything else. Just a reminder to people that you cannot Veil of Summer Ace. You will draw a card, but you does not get expert.
Wasteland's fine.
Yep. He's slowing himself down as well. LED is great. We
Shuffle?
can't. Yeah, shuffle.
Okay.
Okay. We are so close, buddy. We are so close.
We get a 6 here as well, which is nice.
The question is, if we get it, do we just jam, considering...
Nelvrod. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's brutal.
At least we can find chain for it. Okay. Put on the bottom, put on the top.
Yeah. It's really frustrating. I mean, the only good thing is, at least if we have to get rid of them out of our hand, we can. It's like...
I think we play out the LEDs here. No, next turn. Because we can...
We may need the natural storm count, but what are you thinking?
That doesn't do it. I'm trying to think of, like, Veil into... Because the Infernal Tutor finds an answer for the Nelrods, but otherwise it's pretty tough.
Yeah, the only... Like, I guess then we still have the LEDs and the...
Okay.
Like, the only thing is then we're also... That is an option, to be honest. Then we still have the LEDs in. If he counters the Infernal Tutor, we have the Veil. Like, we're not cracking the LEDs. Dukes, I don't hate that. Like, it's a pretty cool line, man.
Do you think we just cycle? We don't cycle Veil here because we're going to keep the Veil for the Infernal Tutor.
Yeah.
It's just tough because we could either draw into the bounce effect for Null or the payoff, and of course if we draw into payoff it's awesome because then we have the Infernal Tutor for an answer for Nelrod.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think it is only the one
I mean, also if we draw something like Cabal Ritual, we also can, you know, can kind of. I'm pretty close to getting there, but let's have a look.
Delta.
Land. That's pretty good.
Do we want to try to get the null red off?
3, 4, 5, 6.
I think one more turn.
Yeah. Yep. Because we're also pretty close to just being able to like jam goblins if we needed to.
Yeah. And just use the LEDs for storm count. I actually don't mind that.
Or if we bait counter spells, we can maybe get there with. If we bait, he's got 3 cards in hand. Let's see what we draw, because if a 0, we're so close to an. We may actually be able to do this, and if so, that backflip's coming.
They kept Ponder in hand, which is interesting. So I reckon they're keeping Ponder as a blue card.
Thoughtseize. We might be able to do this. 5 Thoughtseize. Oh, maybe we should have held for one more turn for now.
Because we can play.
Yeah, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The thing is, we need them to cast. No, I think if we had have held Thoughtseize. Oh no, this is good. He's casting as well. This is fantastic.
Yep. So now we can cycle a Veil.
Oh, this is so good. And if he casts a Stifle, it's also good. In response. Yeah, Veil now. I think Cracker Fetch and Veil in response. Can we do this? Yeah, we might be able to do this. So that would be. We have to cycle into. Yeah, Veiling now is pretty strong. We have like a number of live draws. Like Abrupt Decay is also a live draw.
Stifle Ponder. Take the Stifle.
Yeah, take the Stifle. Yeah.
Nice. Now we want to cycle the Veil.
Yeah, cycle the Veil. So Storm Count is currently
2.
Storm Count 2.
3.
We Veil. Storm Count 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14 damage. Ponder is a live draw.
Yeah. So we have to fetch here for an Underground Sea. Do we want to Ponder first?
We want to Ponder first, in my opinion.
Yep. Off the Snow-Covered Island.
Yeah. God, this is exciting.
Oof.
I think we get there, buddy.
Put on top. Put on top.
Is that it?
Top.
Dude, I think that's it.
No shuffle.
Is this it? For...
It's pretty close.
I think it's it. 5.
Cast.
That's it.
Nice.
This is it.
This is it.
Oh!
Cabal.
Oh, buddy!
Nice.
Oh!
So good.
Oh,
yes. Oh, so good. So good.
Oh, I need a cold shower and a cigarette after that one.
Nice.
Dude.
Very cool. Look at that time as well.
Are we 3-0?
We are 3-0. Very nice. Oh my gosh.
Before we start, may I take a very quick bathroom break?
Yeah. We will be back shortly.
Wow. Okay. Back in a moment.
H? Nice. Oh. Nice. Very cool. Very cool to get through to the win. That was a tough one. The null rod was nice, but obviously being able to pivot towards just using LEDs as Storm is pretty sweet. Deck pretty cool. Storm is pretty powerful. But some good matchups so far. We have played against Ant. What have we played against? We played against Ant. We played against Rogue.
Yeah.
Rogue, Painter, and NicFit.
Like, it's not even we've NicFit's a good matchup, but other than that, we've fought pretty awful matchups.
Good times. That was a nice one.
That was really satisfying.
Especially to have the Thought Seize for the Stifle, because Stifle and Storm there would have been brutal.
Yeah. There was just so many live draws that all the time people will say, oh, but like you need to be so lucky to get there. I'm like, no, there are more live draws in as much as like, okay, I'm still not comboing off, but now I've Thought Seized something out of their hand and I've played a carpet or something, and it's not always necessarily about just going for the kill.
Interesting that they kept the Ponder there. So they flipped the Delve with Ponder and then passed with Ponder Stifle up. So
yeah.
I'm not sure if they're just trying to buy another turn to see what they need just to draw into.
I have no idea why he held upon. I mean, what was the benefit for doing it? He had a...
Yeah, my only thought was maybe they were trying to bluff that they had Force and that was the blue card.
Sure, yeah. I think... I don't know that you get past the bluffing thing, to be honest. Like, eventually...
Especially in that situation, we just have to go for it anyway. So.
You just have to go for it. You know, like, you literally just have to jam. I mean, people talk about, like, oh, sometimes I like to bluff that I am... Yeah, once you start playing with people... I mean, I'm not in this bracket, but I know really, really proficient Storm players who can put people... I can semi-put people on ranges, and I have, like a tenuous grasp on stats, but people who are playing like that aren't particularly worried about bluffing. They're thinking more about, you know, they're like, okay, if he has it, he has it. Like, this is how many cards he has in the deck. This, how many forces he's cast. You know, they can put you on a range pretty quickly. So someone saying, oh, I like to bluff my opponent. It's like, yeah, a kitchen table magic maybe, but like against, you know, Rodrigo Tagores.
Can be a lot tougher. Oh, what a GP win as well. That what did he do?
Miracles game.
Yeah, the Miracles game.
Oh.
Where he abrupticated and then Cabal Therapy flushed the Storm because he knew that was the only card that could get there.
It is one of the greatest games of, like, I understand now what football fans feel, because I was screaming when it happened. It was exactly. It was just like from both. I mean, I think that meta was phenomenal because everyone was doing things that was so unfair that it all felt fair.
Yeah, definitely. I think, like, obviously the Lightning Helix play gets a lot of attention, but that play is just like up there, especially with that sort of play.
Yeah, definitely.
So good. Hey,
I'm actually streaming with him sometime, I think.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, I think maybe this week. Although it'll have to be 2 a.m. my time. So, on the die roll, good at Magic. Let's go.
I've never been so excited to play Storm. Against KCC. Okay.
Oh, turn 1 Wishclaw, love it.
Yeah, turn 1 Wishclaw. Playing against a Yorion deck. So, could be a bunch of things. I always think of Esper.
Sure. We're pretty good if we just jam that Wishclaw.
Yeah, okay. What lane do you rather let go?
I think we want the shuffle. We probably want the shuffle effects. I think we're going to be cantripping more likely than... although we do have a wish... I mean, do you want to fetch for? We're not getting wastelanded here, I don't think, are we?
Oh, actually, that's interesting. So we could also go Misty Pass, and then next turn hold up Veil with Talisman, if they're on a blue deck.
Yeah, but also next turn we have like then with Witch Claws just to go off.
Okay. What would you be getting with the Witch Claw?
Let's say that we draw like another Lion's Eye Diamond. We should be able to go for Adnors. That would be 6.
Okay.
7, 8 with 2 mana. Yeah, we've got.
I guess with that as well is that if we do wait the turn, then we also have Adnors with Veil.
Sure. Yeah. So Misty Pass.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. I think I get freaked out with Thalia decks.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's just my thing. Or at least with the Witch Claw, you can. But at the same time, let's see. Okay.
Misty.
So, let's see.
So your own could also be something like Food Chain. Oh, Abundant Growth. Okay, it's just gonna be like a value kind of bug deck.
Yeah, sure. So Veil's really a kind of a dead card. We'll see. All right, we draw UC. Yeah, I think we just play out Claw with Veil back up.
Yep.
What
I guess
blue cards are they playing? Are they? Yeah.
Okay, that is 6th, which is actually good information.
Yep. Nobody plays Yuri and ATM in the top of the meta. That's what I've been saying to people.
Ah, interesting.
Keep
Yeah, so
selling
they're
them.
actually playing a 90 card deck. Oh, Decay. Oh, we have the Veil. Haha.
Oh,
So
buddy.
good. So good.
Oh, buddy.
Nice.
Thanks for teaching me the interaction with Decay and I did not know that.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah.
Delta. Okay.
Great. We're in such a good spot. Yeah, sure.
Ponder first.
Ponder, then we've got a fetch if we hit a Brainstorm.
Brainstorm would be really
Wishful.
nice.
Brainstorm would be real sweet. I think this looks better than it is. I think or maybe, yeah, I think it looks better than it is. I actually think we consider shuffling here.
Okay. The other thought is, if we keep the Preordain, play the Delta, fetch, and then get a look at 2 cards with Preordain.
So we keep Preordain, we then fetch. Yeah, that's like strong enough that I would do it. Sure. Or the other, yeah. I mean, what if we Preordain to get the pedal?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we Preordain, we hit pedal.
Yep.
Stormcount 2, Stormcount 3 with pedal. We have access to 3, 4, 5 mana. We haven't played. That would be
Preordain.
so Preordain. We Preordain off that. We haven't.
Yeah, we'd have 4 mana left over.
We'd have 4 mana left over. We could jam goblins. Would it be good enough? It would be Stormcount 2, 3, 4. No. Oh, we're 5 with pedal. 10 goblins. No, to fetch Preordain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just other underground sea here.
Yeah, we can't stabilize. Like it's not enough.
Hmm.
And I don't want if we didn't have to crack the LED, then I would say yes. Oh,
Okay.
some days you just get there. We cover it. Yeah, we put that on top. And then next turn, how about we? Oh, I don't know. Go off.
Yeah, we could even use the Wish Claw to get Veil. The second Veil.
Love it. Because yeah, when we crack it's also the good thing is cast the Infernal Tutor and crack the LED.
Ooh. Interesting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. We
Like
discard-
he's tapped out. So now we have Threshold and we don't have any Dark Roots in the bin. Look, we're going down the north.
Yeah?
Let's run this thing.
Alright.
Yeah, we don't have to play around Veil now, so we're sweet. making sure we hold priority. You haven't missed one.
Cracking for...
We just cracked black here, I think.
Yep.
Yep. We have 6 black, and then we get to play with 1 black floating, and then we've got blue mana, we have red mana, we have all the things we need. Fine, prove me wrong. Hi, Effie, how you doing, brother? All right, this is so exciting. Let's go. 17. Okay, live draw.
Nice.
Very nice. Nice. So we can also Infernal Tutor. We can Infernal Tutor for LED if we need to. We may be able to. We need to keep going with save 2 because there's no damage. So as long as we don't go below 4, we're fine. We're pretty much there.
Okay.
Okay, so we stop. Or this is just a straight up line. So what we can do is, let me just quickly calculate. So if we were to cast Dark Ritual, and Infernal Tutor, we would go down to 1 mana. We get a second copy of LED. That would give us 6 mana, 7 with the Volk, and then we've got Dark Ritual into Cabal Ritual into Infernal Tutor into Tendrils. Let's go.
All right.
So we.
I guess we can just Ritual off the black floating.
Yeah. Ready.
Tutor for another LED.
Yep.
Cast LED.
Yep.
Cast LED.
Actually, funnily enough, we really needed to, but we don't. Well, actually, hold on. We can actually just naturally crack LEDs and kill him. We've got it. We're at Storm Canate.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we just get there. We just save time.
The other thought is we could ponder into a Thoughtseize or Duress just in case.
He's tapped out. Like, what are we?
Probably not scared of anything.
Not particularly, no. Free information. It
would be kind of nice to see more cards.
The thing is, we hate it. Yeah, go for it.
All right.
So, oh wait, the only thing is we now can't cast LED. I mean, we can't cast, what do you call it?
Past in Flames? Can we?
Well, so like, there's another way to do it. You can, if you really sneaky. How much mana do we have? We've got
8 mana in total, including the LEDs.
So 6, 7, 8. Okay, you take the brainstorm. Hold on. So we would need the to draw the brainstorm. We have the duress on top. We cast the brainstorm, cracking the LEDs to cast the duress, and then we can piff afterwards. Does that work? Is that just the most brutal line in the world?
So for Piff, we only need 6 mana total. We need
flash it back. We need 5
and then
to get going with a ritual.
Yeah. So what we could do is draw brainstorm, cast it, put back like preordained snow covered ritual again into duress, and then we can use this mana for.
Yeah, you can also do it that way as well. Sure.
Okay.
Love it.
Put on top. Put on top. Put on top. No shuffle. Blue for brainstorm. Put back. Put back. Duress you.
Yep.
All roads lead to Rome. That is true. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Take this.
Yep. Now it's just.
Oh, sorry. I should have ritualed first. That was in response. That was apologies.
That's okay. Luckily, we still have the mana. We're all good. So we just go black red. This deck has a lot of times where you can do that. You're like, oh, I play 4 Black Lotuses for some reason. So there are a lot of routes. So yeah, we'll just
ritual.
save the time, Cabal Ritual, IF, Tendrils, and then keep the time on the clock. We're up to 6. We don't even need to do that other writ. We just IF.
Just playing around. Just having a bit of fun. just having a bit of fun. Yeah, we've got 11. We can Fetal Tutor for Tendrils.
Yep.
Nice. Don't miss.
Nice.
There we go. Tendrils. Target them. Nice.
Oh, buddy.
Oof. Nice.
Oof.
All right.
This
is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, it really is. They have a lot. Okay. What we don't want is for them to establish a Sylvan board library. Sylvan library board, sorry. And for us to sit underneath it whilst they draw, like, just stabilize.
Yeah.
As they are on the play, do we go down some discard?
I don't mind going down on discard and going up on Veils, especially seeing Decay and Kolaghan's Command.
Yep. I think we could play 3 Veils. I personally wouldn't play 4. Would you?
No, that's more than fine. Yeah, I think 3 is perfect.
Thoughtseize or Duress. I think Thoughtseize is better.
Yeah.
Doesn't
have restriction.
There are creatures that we can just hit. We go down the 2 Duresses.
Decay seems quite solid.
Yeah, definitely. I think Decay is an answer. Probably 2 Decays, and to be honest, I think we can just board pretty light. Like I think now we take out a Preordain and just go for it. I mean, is Empty good enough against them though? Is my only question.
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I think maybe we could have cut Empty and brought in something else, but it's still there.
We'll keep this. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Seems good. Oh. Yeah. Wow. You're like a rabbit's foot. How we have gone so well. It's amazing. I'm gonna start bringing you to tournaments. I have to wear you around my neck.
Nice.
We've actually been able to play some really cool lines today as well. I'm glad that we've been...
Taiga, Abundant Growth. Okay.
Sure. What side?
Veil.
Hey.
Okay.
I think we still think we Thoughtseize, yeah. It's too good not to do.
Cling to Dust. Cling to Dust is interesting.
Can I... are you able to right-click on Cling for me?
Yeah.
So I can... Exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, you gain 3 lives. Look. What it does is it makes a Piff line more difficult. I don't think we need one.
Yep.
But at the same time, K Command is... He has to get to 3 mana, and it's only a problem if you're playing your LEDs out. Like, how is he going to use it in a way that's...
Yeah, see, I think they'll Wasteland next turn, and I think the Veil is a great answer to the Kolaghan's Command, because it has to target us.
Yep.
So
I think we take Cling.
Yep.
Love where your head's at, buddy. Love it.
And then we know what their hand is, which is nice. And now we can just pass.
Yeah. You can shoot a next turn for lead, bypass. That's a really strong, that's a strong pickup. Yeah, I was thinking pretty much the same thing. I think...
Mox Diamond.
Mox Diamond.
Oh, so now they could Key Command us now as well, but I don't think they will.
It doesn't... It's not the end of the world if they do. We're holding up...
Oh, okay. Do we play out the LED to try to bait the Key Command?
I don't... To then cycle Veil?
Yeah, and also take the Key Command out of their hand. Or do we want to keep it for, like, a tutor?
To protect tutor. We know their hand. They have...
Bayou, Misty,
K Command. They don't have any unknowns.
Yep, they just have Misty and K Command.
His outs are like... Well, if it's Force, he doesn't have another blue. So we could just cycle Veil with it. Sure. Yeah, why not?
Nice.
The only thing if he had 2 unknowns, then I wouldn't. But because he played the Mox Diamond, I think we just do it.
Okay, we still know about 2 lands in hand, which is nice for us.
Yep. Fantastic.
The Veil's really nice as well because they can't try to get us awkwardly by destroying the LED in response to something.
No.
Looks like they're going to try to do it now.
Yep. Lovely play, Dukes. I like that a lot.
Nice. It always feels good.
I have to tell you, I don't think he's going to be super
Happy?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be.
Oh, ritual.
Oh.
Okay.
We can just go off.
Yeah.
Um.
Underground Sea.
Oh, I think there's a way to do it though. That's the most efficient. Would be. If we dark rit, then we can
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's currently 5 cards in the graveyard, just so everyone knows.
There are 5 cards in the graveyard. Yep. So have we played land for turn?
Yes.
We have played land for turn.
I believe so.
So if we rit, we're gonna get only 3, 4. That's the problem. Like, if we cast Dark Ritual this turn, we can Infernal Tutor for a Cabal Ritual. I guess that's like a decent use of mana because then we get Threshold as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 5, and that would be 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, in doing that, actually, we can just cast Crit, can't we? Yeah. No, we can't. No, we can't. Yeah, I don't hate that. Like, I think waiting a turn doesn't really seem that dangerous.
Yeah, they only have a Misty in hand.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice. Getting that extra mana off the Trop is nice, and then also the fetch land puts us at threshold. So hopefully they just play something that isn't a Misty.
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully he doesn't just dump down an Oofy. Okay.
Oofy.
So we have 1 unknown. Play with 1 unknown. Next turn you can go off Dark Ridge, another crit go off. Yeah, so this is Oh. This is actually great. Because like what could he have that we care about off that mana? I guess we could like bait with Adnors first because we don't have crack. That's the thing. Do you know what I mean? Like it's if we bait with with Adnors, we actually don't have to crack. So we play the Misty Rainforest. We would get. We need to get to Threshold as the only thing for crit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We crack Misty. Probably cracking for what would we can crack for red or we can crack for black. I mean it's possible to go for Piff pretty easily, so I think cracking for red is fine.
Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna ritual first.
Yep. Cool.
Nice. And then fetch to turn on Thresh?
Yep. And we cast Adnors. Maybe we do want to get UC, so this is our land drop.
Okay.
Sugar. That's alright, no, it's okay.
Oh, they do have Cling in the graveyard.
Yeah, this is why it's good that we're not cracking, so like...
What if we just do Infernal Tutor, go down to 2, get another Cabal into Infernal Tutor. We can't. I was going to say for empty, but we have the
No, we can't. But also, like, if we just Cabal Ritual here, do we even need to IF for it? Like, I guess we're building Storm Count. Like, we IF for Cabal Ritual. Yeah, I think tutoring here for Cabal Rituals. Go down to...
Yeah.
Then we go off with... Yeah, I like that a lot. That seems to be... Yep.
Nice.
Very nice. Now we run a runner, which means we don't have to crack the LED, which is great, so we can keep a Infernal up the hand. Does he respond here? And if he does, we don't really care, because we just try again next turn.
Crop. Probably into Bog.
Into Bog, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Crops into Bog. Okay. Yeah, crops into Bog. So, I mean, the thing is we could still add Nors cracking our hand. Like, we're now cracking with LED.
Yeah, and they don't have mana up for the Cling to Dust, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, so we get 3, 4, 5, we crack LED for black, and then we just go.
Yep. So it's worth casting the Cabal here?
Yeah, because then we go to 5. So 4, then 5, yep. And then we crack LED for black. Well, in response to casting Ad Nauseam. So hold priority and cast that.
Crack this for black.
Yep. We have 15 life. We're very positive to hit with 3. It's something like 7. We still go.
What do we still have in the deck that's big? Tendrils. That's fine.
The only thing we're weak to is Tendrils. So... Oh, for the love of all that is... Okay. We're not... We're not really meant to keep going, but we can. They're not on anything we... Okay. Everything's fine.
The other question is, are they playing Dryad Arbor? Because if we go down to 1, we might not actually have an extra turn.
That's why I'm saying I think ostensibly we should consider stopping, because we have enough in the bin that we can just go off next turn.
Yeah, the only thing that allows is our opponent to actually untap with 4 mana for Escape. Just to
Which is...
be
Escape
in
is, sorry.
Just be able to exile another card from our graveyard.
Yeah, at the moment, like, let's say that he exiles IF. Okay.
But Jesse, just hitting 1 Lotus Petal. Oh my gosh.
I know.
I think we're good just to see how this goes.
Yeah, I think it's... Sorry, stream. I know I'm not being a lot of fun.
No, this is more than fun. I like this.
Yeah, the skull. I mean, it's a good sculpt. Like I honestly think that brainstorming and then like preordaining it away gives us so many that we're going to be able to do what we need to do. Let's see what he does.
Green Suns for 2. It's pretty good. Teeg.
Okay. We now have to find a way to remove. But he can't escape, so we can IF for
Yeah, they kind of skip right now, which is kind of nice.
For removal. Okay. So we can't cast... Can we cast Past in Flames at 5?
No. So the empty and past are currently turned off. So we have
to... in we can't flash it back because it's CMC.
So I think what we have to do is...
Brainstorm, Preordain. To shuffle.
So we have 2 decays in here. So we can probably... We're definitely dead next turn. So we kind of have to...
I would say off the trop, I would Brainstorm.
But then we don't have green for Abrupt Decay. So I think it's
land.
Brainstorm off the Volk.
The only thing is we need that because we're probably going to Infernal Tutor for the answer.
Oh, okay.
Because we have it. Because the thing is, we actually have an Infernal Tutor in the bin, which we can answer it with.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
But we can't Past in Flames with Teeg in play.
We can't Past in Flames with Teeg in play, so we need to... We really do then need to keep the green up. So I say we do it off... Yeah, hit off red, Brainstorm off...
Yep. And then what we can try to do is... we can Brainstorm off the Volk. We can then hit Abrupt Decay. We can Ritual off the Underground Sea, giving us 3 black, which means we can use green and 1 black for Abrupt Decay with 2 floating and then 2 for Cabal.
Beautiful.
But then we also need a red source.
We'll hit an LED.
So we'll start here.
We'll start here, and then we'll make our plan. Oh. Okay.
Yep.
We have to be so big-brained here. So Thoughtseize.
It has to be probably Thoughtseize and pass to the bottom. And then we can try to preordain... preordain those two to the bottom, draw into Abrupt Decay. And then just try to get there with empty.
Like, it probably means that we do want the pass to actually hit up in. So I think we get rid of empty and Thoughtseize.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we...
We do... Yeah, this is fine. Because the pedal can be any color, so we might as well use the Underground Sea for preordain to bottom.
Let's go. Come on.
Delta. And now we're just dead.
Whoa. Yeah. Play to our outs. Oh. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, let's concede. Time on the clock, I reckon. Just concede, right?
Yeah. See how they attack. Okay, they saw the line. Gaddock Teeg against me. What does the world come to?
They saw the line.jpg. I mean...
Does that really change how we want to board?
I think there's an argument we want
Another decay?
Yeah, I mean, we're on the play. We don't need the duresses. The Thoughtseizes are fine. We have the decays. Maybe we want to go down a... No, the Veils are good. The decays are good. Maybe we take out the empty for a chain or something. Although we are on the play, so like empty is stronger on the play. But empty really doesn't come in against us. We're looking at a chain or something.
We are currently at 61, so we could just drop the empty.
Oh, we just drop it. Right, there we go. Bye, empty.
Okay. Nice.
All right. 7 of the best. Oh, let's go.
Ritual Tutor. Okay. Definitely slow.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It has the decay, so I like it. I think we keep it.
Did we see Have we seen Wasteland? I don't think we have.
Yeah, I thought from memory we have, but I could. Do we play out the pedal in case there's any? Does he have any one drops that we care about?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. So I think we just like Misty Pass.
I think it's, if anything, it's hand disruption, and I'm happy for them to make the decision with Lotus Pedal as well.
Oh, absolutely. Please take the pedal. Okay.
Ponder.
Yeah, please be
Ritual. Okay.
Ritual also good.
Yeah.
So do we play out? Now I think we consider playing out like and a pedal in case they decay us. I can say in case they wasteland. We haven't seen wasteland.
I don't think so.
Can it even afford to play wasteland? No, it can't.
I'm assuming not. Pretty happy.
Stranger things have happened, but if it does, it's not our fault. Now we're kind of just looking for a target to a decay, if so we can really close to it. We just want to kind of fill the bin.
They played a waste. Okay.
Okay. They did play a waste? Okay. We want to hit threshold pretty quick. So we want to like decay something, get it out of our hand, cast the island, preferably draw another. Go for it. The only thing is like, what are we concerned that they have? I mean, so Veil would be nice if they cast something now.
I'd love to see them Green Suns for 2.
Oh yeah, that would be so satisfying, buddy. Like, Then we get the decay out of our hand. If we draw a piece of hand disruption, we're pretty happy.
This feels like Teeg. That's perfect.
Great. So good.
Underground Sea.
Yep. Love it. Perfect.
I wonder if they have Caracas. That would be the worst if they had I guess it wouldn't be the worst, but if their land drop is Caracas, then the decay is obviously a little bit weaker.
Yeah.
I assume they're playing Caracas as well because they have Urion, which is fantastic with it. But...
Yep. The second we have priority, that thing needs to load.
It's going to go to end step and cast it.
Yep. And it's not fail because he has a Volca.
Nice.
Oh, Abrupt Decay, you're so good. Live draw.
Ooh.
Oh, do we just jam?
It's a lot of mana.
Like, the thing is, we may be able to jam without cracking the LED, which is kind of... So let's say we've got 4 mana. So the black would give us... So if we use down here and see, we go to 3 mana, 4 mana, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't have to crack in like the LED, meaning we've got live draws. So I kind of think this is fine.
Okay.
To just jam Adnors. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, it's 8. Yeah, it's still fine. Like we do it with one floating, and we don't have to crack LED, which is really positive. They probably have flush strike. Yeah, and like if they do, we just make them have it, and then we. If not, we get there. Like it's also not a deck that really has a lot of deck fixing, so they're not as hot to hit. You know, their counter spells.
I'm probably happy to use the red because we have the LED in this for the red.
Yeah, sure. So we should end up with 1 black floating. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that? Are you the Infernal Tutor's on the stacker? Wait a second. I was like, where's our extra mana? I thought, I was like, oh god, I miscalculated. That's not a good look.
Took out empty. Yeah.
God, he's making us sweat.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Can we past? No. Could we past into Tendrils instead?
Well, the only thing is we do have 2 things in the bin. It just makes us weak to surgical.
Yes.
And they have 6 unknowns. We are weak to surgical.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. It just made me think they had Force of Will, and they were like, okay, do we take the risk of them going for a Storm card and Force not doing a lot, or do we just hold up? 2 minutes. It's a tough one.
I don't know. I ostensibly think it's safer, like, because we just play around.
Safer to Adnors?
Yeah, we're on 19. Like,
cool. All right.
we would.
Do we want to crack LED in response?
Personally, I think we should leave it up.
Yep.
Just to bin our hand.
Clock race. Yeah, it's definitely come down to the wire for all of these. So
Yeah.
Interesting as well. If they played the Teeg, they couldn't hold up Force.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe the read is Fluster, which beats everything. Oh,
Beats everything anyway. Let's go.
Cabal.
Hot.
Tendrils.
Hot. This is so hot. We don't need to go too much further.
Yep.
Oh,
Veil.
we Veil. So hot.
One more. Okay. And then no?
Let me just check. So we need 2 mana for the Barrage. Is the problem.
One more. Wish Claw.
We would like another mana.
What is it?
Are we playing land this turn? Yeah. What is that? Please be. Is that Lotus Meadow 5? This is fine. We can go again.
One more?
Yep. We just can't go below 4. What is it? Okay, look, we just fire off a Cabal Red. Disrespect this, no. We Lotus Petal.
Oh, we haven't played a land yet either, have we? Yeah, we have. We played the island.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Oh, how do I make this smaller? Is that... Oh, surgical on Cabal Writ.
We still have an out. And I'm going to show it. Blow your mind. I'm so excited about this.
Okay, we've got a minute.
Let him do it. This is so exciting. We're going to brainstorm it on top of... We're going to brainstorm the Tendrils on the top of the deck. Then we're going to play the LED. We're going to crack a Lotus Petal, cast a Cantrip, and cast the Tendrils off it. Oh!
Okay. Nice.
That's so satisfying. Have we hit a land drop yet? Because if not, we can even...
I believe we played the island out at the very start to get the no cards in hand. All right. So Petal's going to resolve.
Oh wait, so Petal resolves. Wait, so what we do here is...
Yep.
We want to...
Cast the LED.
I mean... Do we still have access to another Cabal? So the Cabal Red's a goal. So if we cast an LED, what we can do is we can...
50 seconds.
We just have to spin to win. So we have to brainstorm. And we have to end up with... Tendrils...
On top.
Then we have to cast a cantrip, whole pro, crack, black. And if he's got it, he's got it. And if he doesn't, he doesn't. Yep. Let's priority cracking black. Let's see if this resolves, hey?
We can't use Veil, unfortunately, because we don't have the mana left over.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can we put it back? Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. Oh, we have to shuffle. Oh, no. 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 Oh, rough. No. Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh!
No! Oh! No!
So sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I just saw it and I thought it was like a tutor effect.
I've done that so many times. It was just such a hot line that like.
Rough.
Oh.
All good. Yeah, we sadly I clicked on the Tendrils, which puts it at the bottom of the stack, and you can't take that back on MTGO. You can't redo the pile. So the only out was to shuffle back into it.
Yeah.
Rough.
Oh.
It's okay. Learning.
So I guess if we had have had like black blue, we still could have done it.
Yeah, Chat also had a good one that because they cast the surgical, we could actually cast the Veil to draw a card, which also gives us protection.
Yeah, which gives us the only thing then is we wouldn't have had mana to cast. So like it, because the thing is, it doesn't give you protection from the Cabal rituals though.
No, but it gives you so you get to brainstorm, put Tendrils on top, use the Lotus Petal that's left to make a green to cast Veil, which draws a card and also makes all your spells uncounterable.
Yeah.
And then you can cast the Tendrils uncounterable.
Depending on where you put it, though.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh,
I apologize. I've done that a million times. It's just, it's so easy to do. It's Moto. It's just a really.
It's tough that you can't take back a ponder.
No, it is tough because as you're pondering, in real life, it's so different. But
All right, we're on the play, which is nice, and we have a no land elf.
Oh dear. No, we're mulling that one.
Ooh.
Yep, very capable. We have the opening hand that I love. I think we bin an IF.
Yep, cool.
And then we can play the land first, Lotus Petal, and cantrip afterwards, if we need to, or hand disruption. It's really strong. Oh, I would have scooped with Tendrils on the stack.
All good, Casey. That's our fault. So yeah, let's keep this and bottom the infernal tutor. Infernal tutor. There we go.
Okay, so and then we
Underground.
no, we don't want to crack because we got to shuffle after the brainstorm.
Oh, okay. I was going to preordain for another land.
So usually the line is like Lotus Petal, brainstorm. You see 3 cards, put them back, and then you get to preordain. Like you have to shuffle after 3 and then preordain.
Oh, okay.
So like an insane number of fresh cards.
That makes sense. Okay.
It's but still, like just going for preordain here is like also just fine.
Classic. Bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess like we could maybe have played out petals like ETB brainstorm.
Yeah. That's very true. Arid Mesa. Interesting. Definitely think of like miracles when I see Arid Mesa. So
yeah,
I
definitely think I think the Lotus Pedaling, casting Lotus Petal, blue brainstorm, cracking afterwards is a line I'm a huge fan of. It's one that it's like a call on turn 1. So like here, do we don't want to miss a land drop, right? Like
I think we thought Thoughtseize first then.
Off the pedal?
Or the... I guess we could brainstorm into another land, which is nice. Just to save the pedal.
That's the thing. I think we just,
Oh. Okay.
We actually just have the opportunity now, pretty much. So let's say that we...
Ooh, what if we put back brainstorm land, and then we have Lotus, Ritual, Thoughtseize, Ritual.
So we just have to check what that gets us. So that's 3, 5, 9, 8, 7, 6. Ad nauseam floating 1. Insane. Let's go.
Nice. Cast this.
Okay, so 3, 5, 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay, cool.
Ritual.
I wonder if that Tendrils would have resolved. Do you reckon he was holding something?
I believe they were in chat and they said that they would have conceded if they knew. But still, we made the mistake. It is not on our opponent to do anything.
No, but that's
Tough.
certainly nice of them to say. But yeah, like it's just I've done it more times than I've had a hot dinners. So he brainstorms here.
That's interesting. It actually adds to the storm count as well, which is nice.
Like it. Wait, does that mean we can just natty to it? Like, is that 5 with brainstorm on the stack?
I believe so. 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8, 9. No, it's one
off.
Oh no, wait, it may not be. 2, 4, 5, 6.
I guess if they force this, no. Oof. Okay, we're playing against what looks to be spirits.
Okay.
I guess we just take an Eidolon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, take Eidolon. Then we Rit. It takes us to 4, 6. Oh, sugar.
Maybe we counted this wrong.
Yep. They need 2 red. Well, it's not lethal, but damn you, Thoughtseize. Yeah, we just Tendrils here. Oh, I mean, like, yeah, we definitely just Tendrils here. Such a waste of storm. we're not in any danger now. Like, we're on so much life.
Yep.
We're probably going to try and kill them. Amount of goblins or something.
All right. I guess that actually that turns them off from casting really anything else because they can't cast their cards, which is hilarious.
Yeah, that's right.
So we get to lock them out with their own Eidolon, so they don't play the Eidolon. Oh, so good. So
Okay,
good.
let's go. Runner.
Rattle Chains. Okay.
What is Battle Chains?
Rattle Chains is a flash spirit that gives other spirits flash.
Ah, that's fine.
Yep.
He gets to do him. So what we're looking for here is to do literally anything. Okay, he's got Vile, great. He's doing the spirit stuff.
Oh, I don't really know.
Your worst.
That's fine.
Lotus Petal.
There is some thought to playing this out because of Eidolon, but I think we're at a high enough life total to keep it for Storm.
Yeah, I think so for sure.
We're pretty close to just like some sort of Past in Flames line.
Mm-hmm. Yep. God, that's a ridiculous deck.
Okay.
Cool. Play that out. Like, he is on one. If he stabilizes here, he is going to be... What have we got?
Looks like this, this thing.
What does it do?
So when it deals combat damage to a player, you may return target creature with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of damage it dealt. So currently the only target is Eidolon, so I wouldn't say they're bringing back anything here.
No.
Which is good for us. Brainstorm.
Okay. I can't believe we turned off Eidolon. That's so...
Yeah, I guess if we thought about it, we could have just let them have the Eidolon and taken something else.
Yeah. We also didn't mean to miscount this.
Yeah. That's very true.
Look at it.
Ooh, okay. That's faster.
Yeah. All right. 30 life is it's not looking as good. Everything's under control.
They do get it back. I guess because they have the vial out, they're pretty happy to do that. Okay.
This is fine.
Yeah. I think this is just going to be lethal.
Please to be Tendrils. Okay. No, no. Where?
Because it'll be 4 damage for each of these, which is 12. And we're at 10.
We're at 10. That's it. Sugar.
That's
okay.
Fine. That's fine. We can
That's fine. Yeah, absolutely.
So a fair deck. I'm going to assume Duress is probably a card we can take out here.
Yes, yeah. So Duress comes out. We will need some destruction.
Yep. Decay seems
for
great.
the Eidolons. I don't think Empty is good enough.
Yeah.
Were
they playing Plains? Did they get a Taiga?
Oh, they are.
Or a Plateau?
What does it kill? I think about spirits.
They can get pretty high as well with their
exactly.
lords.
I think I'd rather like a Echoing Truth or a Chain or something.
Yeah, okay. Let's go Chain.
Yeah, I think like we cut those. We've got maybe we even want like the full package. Like, do we want another Chain? Or
cool. Yeah, maybe if like a preordain.
Yeah. 2 chains. Yep. Cut a preordain.
2 chains.
2 chains. All right, we got this.
All right. Hey, Tim Grant,
Okay.
welcome.
Oh, please. Why couldn't he?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Right.
this is nice.
We can just ban a Kabar, I guess.
Yeah, it's not doing too much
But
at the
the other
start
thing
here.
is, like, to be completely honest, we could actually consider just binning, considering we're going to get...
Say that again?
I think we could honestly consider, like, if we're going to get the Honda on turn 1 anyway.
Yeah. Sorry, you cut out again. So you're saying the Brainstorm?
No, I would get rid of the Swamp because we're going to get, like, a look. We're going to get 4 looks anyway.
Yeah.
Plus,
cool.
we have Brainstorm if we need it.
Nice.
So I think like we just want to go fast.
So
And double rip will get us there.
C?
Yeah, I think C. Yep. Okay, let's see it. Well, it's not resolving.
Okay.
Great.
We don't really need the extra Cabal.
No, we don't. No, but we do want the polluted delta and the preordain, and we probably just want to shuffle it.
Draw the polluted delta.
Draw the polluted delta, and then we're good to go. I mean, there is an argument for us brainstorming, seeing 2 fresh cards, cracking and preordaining after, but like, what are we valuing here?
I think having the fetch set up with Brainstorm is really nice.
Yeah, I think we just preordain, right?
Preordain first? And just bottom a Cabal and see what the other card is?
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're still getting ostensibly 2 looks.
Oh, Chain's kind of nice.
Chain is kind of nice.
Especially if they just have like a turn 2 idle on.
Yeah, I think we keep the chain there. I think it's... We put that. Yeah, keep the chain. Play the delta. And then hold up chain, if not ETB Brainstorm.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, sure.
Nice. Have you played this deck before?
Which one?
Cool to see Spirits, though. Spirits is a deck that I haven't seen too much of in Legacy, but...
I see it in Modern all the time, and it's really terrifying. Queller is a real card.
Spell Queller is a real card.
Yeah, and then they make it hexproof. It's like, back in my day, hexproof only came from the Dillo Club. Great.
What land do you want to grab here?
We're not so... I don't hate having a red source, but I also think...
Drop turning on Decay is pretty nice.
Yeah, that's true. Drop turning on Decay is nice. Plus we're going to be cantrip heavy. Yeah, sure. Chain. Owie.
Oh, do they have Maelstrom Wanderer? That would be cool.
Please don't.
Oh
do
my
it.
gosh. Oh my gosh. No. Classic.
I mean, had we have had the Diamond there, we could have repeated the guess, but like, just jam Wishclaw, I guess. Oh, we can like search for an answer. That felt so rubbish. That did not feel good.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
Everything is just fine.
I guess in this situation, it's definitely a case of Abrupt Decay being better than Bounce because they can just put Eidolon back in with File if we do draw another Bounce spell.
Yeah. Not a lot of fun.
The thing now is, I don't think they would play it, but Selfless Spirit is a pretty nice way of making sure that Decay doesn't work because it just makes things indestructibility. But it looks like they just have a Lord. Okay.
Okay, so like we're playing against... we've got to... Well, the only thing is we can't, like, really Wishclawing in our turn is problematic. 2, 4, 6 damage, we will take 8. I think we can just get there, though. Can I just quickly calculate something?
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8... 10 from the Brainstorm, but we don't take any damage from the... Hold on. So we'd have to... He's on 16. So we take 2 damage every time we cast.
Yeah. So currently take 10, go to 1.
I think we have to... We're dead next turn. So... If we Wishclaw here... If we Wishclaw, we get I think we want to brainstorm before we wish, right? Well, let's say we probably want to brainstorm here is the problem. So like we have to kill, because we can't just give him the wish.
Yep.
Is the problem. So we probably need to brainstorm take 2 and see what we hit off brainstorm.
Yeah, okay.
Not super satisfying. Like we can chain. Wait, with Wishclaw we can chain a Vapor. We have a chain of Vapor in the deck. No, we don't. Do we bring in 2?
We brought in 2.
Oh, okay. So let's say that the only thing is we just need to get the brainstorm out of our hand. I guess we can dump it with LED. But the problem is though that we need to actually a tutor or something then to kill him with.
Yeah.
So is there an argument for brainstorming and seeing what we hit?
Yeah. It's a case of what land do we brainstorm off? Because losing the green is pretty big for Abrupt Decay, and then losing the black is pretty big for Ritual.
The thing is, though, that we can Wishclaw for
a land if we really wanted to.
Yeah, we really need to hit something that costs 1. Like, we need to hit... Or, like, if we hit... We have other outs. If we hit... Depending on what ends up on the top of our deck, we may be able to do this in another way.
Yeah.
So I think we brainstorm off the ground.
Off the trop?
Yeah. Please be good. Please be good. Go to 9. Okay. Okay. Hold on. This is like, I think, exactly what we need, almost. So let's say that we put back... So if we were to cast...
The tough part is that the fetch puts us to an even number.
Yes. So I think, like, before we do it, let's pretend that we put back Misty and Ad Nauseam. Off the Underground Sea, we would cast Dark Ritual going to 7. We would cast... The only thing with Misty, though, is that we can activate Wishclaw pretty easily and bounce. So I think we do keep the Misty Rainforest. We put back a Cabal Ritual and an Ad Nauseam.
Okay.
Because the thing with the Misty is it will let us... with the mana that we have... Because we need a blue source to cast the chain. So I think we put back...
Ooh.
Yeah, I think we put back like an Ad Nauseam.
Yep.
And also a crit.
Okay. Because my line is Misty, Dark Ritual. That puts 7 in the bin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can then Cabal Ritual. So we've cast 2 spells. We go down to 5. We can then use one of the black to Wishclaw for Abrupt Decay. And then off the Misty, find Bayou to then cast Abrupt Decay on Eidolon. So that's 3 spells. So it would be down at... take 6, go to 3. And then we would have black left over to keep going off.
Yeah, that's like it's pretty much like the same line, but the only thing is okay. Do we still have green? Yeah, Misty, so we're safe. Yeah, that also works.
So put back Adnors and put back a Cabal.
The only thing about Chain, though, is we can repeat it if needs be. Because we can, like...
Yeah, that's true.
We will get a second shot at the Chain with Sack.
Yeah, maybe Chain is better because it gives us extra Storm.
We do get a second opportunity, yeah. Plus we get to ramp it up.
Okay, so Adnors put on top and Cabal Ritual put on top.
Yeah.
Because LED and Cabal Ritual just give us the same amount of mana.
Yep. Okay, put that on top.
Misty.
So we Misty. I think we Ritual first.
Yep.
We Dark Rit.
Is there a world where we want to fetch first for Bayou and then cast that? Use Ritual to cast that and then keep up Underground Sea for the chain?
Yeah, that could be fine.
Going to 8, which is fine, because then
Yep.
chain is just one spell.
Yep. Ooh, we're working, buddy.
Chick, 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 chick.
Tell you what,
chick.
you think like you think like a Storm player. You just no, you're an amazing player.
No.
So we ready. We go to 6. We Wish Claw, which doesn't cost us anything. I think it's really. I think the fact that we chose chain here is great because of the fact that we can bounce. We can choose to repeat it. It will require us though to play our LED first. I think. Okay, so we need to
Because do we
bounce our own thing. We may want to bounce our own thing as well. So I think what we should do is also play the LED Chain of Vapor takes us down to 4. Yeah. Okay. This takes us to.
do I have to like hold priority or anything with Chain of Vapor?
No. You just cast it. Please tell me this works. I feel like, I guess, microphone was the most important.
All right. So now we can. Do we have to do anything here? We just let this resolve, right? And then
Well, the thing is like, I actually think we should sacrifice a land. That's our LED.
Yeah.
Because we're going to play it again for the storm count.
Did I miss that? Sorry.
Yep. That's all right. We can still, so that's still fine. So we're going to go 2 mana, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Infernal Tutor, and then I guess just
Past in Flames?
go off by, go off by Past in Flames.
All right.
Holding priority, then we crack for red.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Past. Cool.
We will not be needing mana.
I might as well get rid of the black because we have the dark red anyway.
Yeah, sure. That's storm count 8. So it'll just be.
Oh, please enough.
Perfunctory.
Oh, nice.
Oh!
Very nice. Okay.
Oh.
Game 3. All right.
Okay. We are now on the draw. Does anything change? Not really. I mean,
Adnor's is tough against the Eidolons.
yeah, it is, especially on the draw. I mean, we could just. But by the same token,
I do like trying to just be faster than them as well.
yeah.
Which
I mean,
is tough.
that's a thing. It's we have enough disruption there. To be honest, I think we could like consider. I mean, do we swap a Veil out for an E-Truth at this point?
Yeah, Veil isn't that great.
No,
Unless
it's
they have
not.
some
I
sort of
think
counter
that-
magic. Because it does stop Maelstrom Wanderer. That's about it.
Yeah, I think this is better. Like we could even, yeah. All right, let's do this. Oh, sugar. That time I did kick my headphones.
Turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Brainstorm.
Hold on.
Easy.
I'm sorry. That time I kicked my headphone. This hand is sort of weird. I don't love
Kind
it,
of a
to be
6,
honest.
yeah, without the Adnors.
Yeah, I think we've been that.
Yep.
It's a hard decision, but it's...
So what was I supposed to do with the chain? How do you, on MTGO, like, do you have to hold priority or something?
I think you right-click it when you
Oh, okay.
cast it. I think.
Okay. This sounds not too bad. Probably just dropping the Veil.
Let's have a look.
Could see a land as well.
Yeah, this hand is fine. So I think what would we go down? Yeah, we made a mistake with chain. I'll talk to you about it.
Oh, gotcha. We target our own stuff first.
Yeah, we target our own stuff first. Yeah.
I think it's a land.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think we just like Underground Sea. Like we're holding up. Like we can preordain, hold up Veil.
Yeah. Opponent kept 7.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to just thought seize in the blind? Like,
I think probably hold up pedal as well, just so they can't like force it.
yeah. Yep. So like I would pedal, thought seize, and then we've got like a fetch line next turn, which is really nice.
Oof, Eidolon. It's 100% Eidolon, but they also have Remorseful Cleric, which uses the graveyard.
I think we care more about Eidolon. We have like Ad Nauseam anyway. Eidolon's really rough. Eidolon is you don't get to do anything card. Like, knowing what we know, is it then worth just preordaining off the pet? Oh no.
Yeah, it could definitely be worth using the preordain there.
I think just trying to go as fast as like humanly possible. We're like, to be honest, like we're really only dead to Eidolon. Say it's up, but sure. So Piff is turned off. That's fine. Like we put them on that anyway.
Okay.
Great draw. So I guess we just preordain. Let's have a look.
Okay. Nice.
I like these cards. I say we take the IF. Sorry. Put the the Infernal Tutor back first.
Yeah.
Keep the LED just in case. Like we cover it. Play out Misty, and then that's it. We're holding up Veil off a pedal, and we're ready to Infernal Tutor into Ad Nauseam.
The only tough thing about pedal is it is a good target for the Skyclave if they do just want to go after our mana.
Sure.
But I don't think we really care about it.
No, I think since we're going to crack Lion's Eye Diamond, I need to cast the Veil and see what onto it. What does this guy do?
Exiles a permanent, and then when it leaves the battlefield, you get a creature with CMC of 0, so it just dies. So
Okay.
might as well just add blue.
Go up next turn and hope they don't find well. Yeah, a little sequencing error on the. My bad as well. I was thinking about calculating the damage, so I forgot the sequencing. So apologize.
All good.
Great. So we can just, I think, cast. That's going to give us 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5. We haven't played a lamp. We just fire off. We crack the Misty Rainforest, grab a Bayou or a Trop, cast Veil, and then we get to Ad Naus with 0 floating, but we haven't played a land.
Okay. So you're saying just ritual into Ad Naus off Tutor?
Yeah. Because we get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so then 7, then the other 5, but we get Veil first. I think casting the Veil first is correct.
Okay. So here?
Yeah.
Alright. Two, four,
Sure.
6.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So we're fine. We Veil. We cast. Yep. And we get to.
They probably use the Spirit in response. It doesn't really matter because it doesn't currently have Threshold. So I think you
No,
just
we don't have
wait.
Threshold anyway. That was why I was like, this is just the line to take. if he sacks it, it's like, okay,
Mm.
you do you, kiddo. We're still going to run it with 15. So we're like we're positive in the 60s,
Cracking
like
for
high 60s to hit for
blue?
black here.
Oh, for black, yeah, of course.
Yeah, just because it's we're not going to have any floating, so but we are good to a land drop. So
Yeah, that's pretty good.
yep, and we've only
Ad
Nors. Let's go. God, we've actually done pretty well today.
Alright, here's our graveyard. We know about Supreme Phantom in hand.
Love that you're doing that, looking at the yard as well. Let's see. Everything has
Nice.
a proof. Alright, 14.
Okay.
Good. Good. Also good. Not so good. Come on, please be a land drop. Oh, for the love of all that is holy. We unfortunately have to keep going.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
Swamp.
Okay. Swamp.
Does nothing.
No. We have to go. Please.
Oh, Misty! Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Everything's fine. Everything is under control. Ooh. Oh my god. Do we try and cantrip our way out of this? Because like, what are our live draws? Nothing.
Yeah, it's tough because hitting a 1 as well turns off the fetch of Misty.
Yeah, that's the problem. I hate this, but we have to. And we can't piff our way out of it either.
No.
Because he'll exile, so we have to go. Oh.
Do we?
Like we have to keep drawing. Because what's our out?
Misty Crack Ponder. Look at 4 for a Lotus Petal.
So, but what does Lotus Petal give us?
It pretty much puts us in the same situation.
Exactly. That's the problem. It puts us in the same situation.
All right, here we go.
Come on.
Pluto
Okay,
Delta.
what was that?
Cabal. Rough. Cool games though. I really enjoyed those.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We worked hard. You could need to BS into good cards. Yeah, I mean the thing is like
yeah.
we brainstorm, we see 3 fresh. At that point you do pretty much just run it like.
Yeah,
but that's the nature of the deck. I mean, we think how unfairly we played for the first 3.
Yeah, I guess in that situation it's better to fetch and then brainstorm instead of fetch and then ponder, because although you see more cards with ponder, you get to keep more cards with brainstorm.
You do get to keep them. Yeah, and we basically needed to assemble 2 pieces. Someone said, "Good games. I didn't like Vale because opponent didn't seem to play 4." Yeah, I think we spoke. I think we went down to 1 for the last game, didn't we, Dukes?
Yes. What do we have? We have 3 in the sideboard. Yeah.
Petal, Dark Rit would do it there if there were darts. Yeah, we had ways of doing it. Again, like if we have hit, we could have loaded it on top of the deck if we had a LED as well, and we could have cantripped like LED Lotus Petal. There were outs.
I'm gonna copy you over to the deck tech. There we go.
Yeah. Would need a perfect brainstorm. That was the thing. My mind said, okay, we need a perfect brainstorm, perfect ad nauseam, and you know we're doing a similar thing. Like, had we have if we had have hit a 1, like we were really hoping to hit a Rit or a Petal off the ad nauseam, and then cast a fresh brainstorm. You know. Without having to crack and go to 1. That would have been had we have hit the 1 there, or a 0, then we could have done it. but we played tour outs. You know, we and yeah. I mean, are there any changes or anything you would have made?
No, I don't think so. I think if anything, it's just running it back and getting more experience with the deck. It is a sweet deck. It's one I got in paper, so I might even. I was gonna play it last week, but I didn't bring it, so I might play it this week at paper.
Like cool. you are a Storm player. No, seriously, you see things like you saw really optimal ways to sequence things and to run your cantrips and to use mana, and a couple of times with mana to use, and especially holding up that veil at one point to like baiting the K command was good times. that was really sweet.
Yeah, pretty fun. Hey Utopia, GG's. They were cool games as well. Yeah, some sweet decks today. Spirits, Yorion. We played against Painter, Rug, Delver, and NicFit.
Yeah,
which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Jesse, do you want to say where people can find you?
Hi guys. I'm Jesse, or Beed from twitch.tv/FeedBeed. I don't know if am I able to write that, or do you have a protection for it?
No, all good.
Twitch.tv/FeedBeed. I cook the flavors of Rome. I was living there for a couple of years, and we'll be teaching people how to make home staples. And playing Magic. Predominantly, I'll be playing Storm in every format. It is probably tier 2 in all formats that I play it in, but it's just good enough that you can still play it. So twitch.tv/FeedBeed. It's been an absolute blast being on the show, Dukes. Would love to come back on again, and
definitely.
And maybe you need to teach me how to play fairly.
Nice, yeah. So Maverick on your channel would be very cool. Nice.
Yeah,
always nice to mix things up.
And to everyone that tuned in, thank you so much for coming and tuning.
Yeah, this was awesome. Viewership usually drops when we have non-Maverick decks on the channel, but it was pretty big today, which is nice. People just want to see
fantastic.
combo.
Do you know what? And I genuinely mean this to the audience. It's actually one of the first times ever where I haven't looked at viewership. I've just been so enamored with what we were, and even
That's
the
cool.
chat, like the chat seeing lines is like, I will tell you, as a Storm player, looking over and seeing people pick up on things that I haven't or Dukes haven't, like it is such a rush.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's so exciting seeing you guys to pick up on stuff, and you know, because we're always looking for the 1% to get better. Yeah, it was an absolute blast. Thank you so much.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
A huge thank you to everyone. If you want to find me on YouTube, you can find me here. If you want to find me on Twitter, you can find me here. I do have a piece of content coming out tonight, hopefully, with Albert Lindblom, who's from the Channel Fireball series with Lands vs Maverick, on the Lands vs Maverick matchup, which should be pretty sweet.
Amazing.
Which is just like a in-depth piece on the matchup and how it's changed over a few years, which is pretty cool. I'm going to raid the Legacy Pit because they're obviously still playing. But yeah, Jesse, cool. A huge thank you for coming on. Very cool to have you.
My pleasure.
And yeah, hopefully do this again. And hopefully get up on the 41050 next time.
I genuinely think we can do it.
Nice. All right, guys. See you next time.
Thank you so much, everyone. Ciao.